I think of all the education that I've missed, but then my homework was never quite like this. Ow! Got it bad, got it bad, got it bad. Mascot for teacher. Hello, Sharky.
I heard you missed us. We're back.
And better than ever. Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Welcome to Mascot for Teacher, which, yes, to confirm what I'm seeing in chat here, is in fact a play on Hot for Teacher, the Van Halen song. I thought that was obvious, and Sharky right before the show was like, that's tenuous at best. And I see one of our moderators, Magic Now, was like, I didn't even catch that. That is fucking tortured.
I did specifically say that it reads, just reading it, sounds more like Pizza for TV game, tenuous grasp on English.
Well, that's not what I was going for. It's the Van Halen video. Have you people never heard Van Halen before? This is a show in which we play games wherein video game mascots, famous ones, big ones, saw fit to cross over into that edutainment field. Edutainment, of course, being educational games. And there were a lot of them through the 80s, through the 90s, into the early 2000s, and then it just sort of fell off. They became mobile games at a certain point.
Yes.
That's where all the edutainment went to. But there was a period there where they were like serious money, where Nintendo were really trying to like push themselves as being the family-friendly sort of brand, and Sega were kind of chasing that a little bit. So you see the likes of Mario and Sonic becoming edutainment mascots, but that not just them. Basically, everyone took a spin, and we've taken a selection here. We've got about 11 and a half games here tonight, and we will see some very familiar faces teaching us some very familiar spelling, numbers, maths, maybe some history in there. Those are the three subjects that edutainment really like honed in on. You don't see too many. I'm sure there were a few.
Ed.
Yes, Sharky, that is correct. You got it.
I know Luigi has
science.
a lot. I know Luigi has a lot to say about puberty, but I'm not saying it here tonight.
So that's the gimmick, that's the idea, that's the theme. It's educational games starring familiar video game mascots, if I didn't do a great job of explaining it. So we'll be hopping into that, doing it in our chronological order, as we like to do here. And maybe one of these days we'll cover the subject of edutainment more generally, cover some of the particularly egregious edutainment games that did not have the benefit of a video game mascot to help sell them. Are you hearing that kick-ass guitar solo? Yeah,
no.
Shred it. So before we get into the games, before we get into the educational segment of the stream, it's time we get to the nutritional segment of the stream. This is the part where you teach healthy nutrition on Sharky's stream snack.
Well, that's... almost fell. That's a perfect setup, because tonight's stream snack, our drink is V8 Plus Energy. Steady energy from black and green tea. It is pomegranate and blueberry flavored. One combined serving of veggies and fruit, which is, I assume, means half a serving of fruit and half a serving of veggies.
Could have had a V8.
If they're using the... Anyway, what... I mean, I need the energy because I'm losing track of what I'm saying. 50% juice in this. Unprecedented for a stream snack energy drink.
No kidding.
Oh wait, I gotta shake it first. Very carefully, because it's already a little open. But open that up. And then take a sip.
I'm just drinking a ton of water. Yeah,
definitely. Definitely a vegetable juice. It's vegetable and fruit juice, but I think the most forward flavors aren't so much the pomegranate and the blueberry, but it's the vegetables. I'm really tasting more like carrot and sweet potato, which isn't bad.
I drink a sweet potato drink.
Yeah,
Squeeze
it's not
potato.
bad, but for pomegranate and blueberry, it's not so much that. And tonight's snack, keeping on theme, is Domino's new Parmesan stuffed crust pizza. I got pepperoni and bacon on that. I told him that I had this during the previous games from a hat, and I said if I were to try it again, I would tell them to leave the garlic seasoning off the crust. So I told them, and they left it on. So I do not know what the flavor taste would be different. But yeah, this V8 drink's not bad. It's got a kind of a low caffeine content. It's like 115 milligrams of caffeine, which says here the leading energy drink is 114 milligrams, which that's not right. I don't know what leading one they're talking about. But I might supplement this with a strawberry kiwi energy water squeeze it thingy later. But I think that'll do it for my stream snack.
Well, thank you kindly. Now, quick, how many food groups on the food pyramid does a pizza occupy?
Let's see. 1, 2...
Name them.
3. The grains, the dairy, the meat, and it's a really negligible... I wouldn't even put the tomato sauce on there, counting as, like, fruit and veggie.
All right, you passed the test. You are certified to instruct on a grade school level health and nutrition class. I think that's the qualifications. You just met them.
I don't think I meet the American like education system standard of including the tomato sauce on a pizza as a serving of fruit and veggie at lunches, though.
Well, nobody's perfect. Main stage. Let's get to our first game of the night, arguably the first Mascot for Teacher game. The burgeoning subgenre that has existed and been known about and wasn't just invented hastily for this stream. It's Professor Pac-Man. This was released sometime in 1983, potentially February, published and developed by Bally Midway. There's also a credit to a Dave Nutting Associates in the publisher information here. So probably outside sources. This is probably, for as much as Bally Midway, we're looking to push Pac-Man and dabble in a little bit of everything. There might have been some external factors here that motivated this.
Now, speaking of education, when I went to school, I was failed to be taught cursive. So, to me, this reads fun.
It's fun to learn from Professor Pac-Man.
Okay.
I
figure the last one was Pac-Man because there was a dash.
Yes, this is the arcade flyer, by the way. And for folk, because we use arcade flyers all the time for arcade games, I should mention what these are. These wouldn't necessarily be like posters you'd see, like, hanging up on walls or whatever. These were published in trade publications for arcade operators, and these were meant to sell basically the arcade operators are buying the game more than it was meant to allure consumers and so forth.
Yeah, a lot of these promotional things also include stuff like profits on their stuff. So
Professor Pac-Man's about to teach you about potential earnings in Professor Pac-Man. Word of warning for you, Charky. This is one of the loudest video games ever made, so I'm really gonna have to dial the volume in on this one.
I have my volume at 2%.
It's a good start. And let's go ahead.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, I guess we didn't need to see that, whatever that was.
Yeah, I think this is how the machine calibrates or boots. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to do this one player, but I'm also
The machine comes with 2 credits.
I may have played this before in my life a couple times to show people, like, hey, want to see the worst educational game? Want to see one of the worst quiz games ever? All right. Time to learn.
That little walk. Now, I know you said you're going to be playing this by yourself, but I am going to shout answers.
Oh, good luck. Completed figure. Nope.
Ah, jeez. Ain't bad.
This
I
game
learned something
is an
today.
assault on the senses. It also requires you to perfectly read pixel art. So which of these dogs is the same? You telling me they're not all the same? It's either A or C. It's not B.
C. It's A. It's not. It was totally not C.
What makes C different at all?
I see on the dog on our right side, his ear had a yellow pixel on the lower left that wasn't there on C. What do you mean, which is the completed figure? They're both. We see both sides there.
It's C.
Oh, I get what it's asking. Never mind. I thought it was like which one completes the. Okay.
Okay, so mirror image. It's either A or B. I cannot tell the difference between these.
A. Which one?
You were incorrect, by the way. It was B. Because I just noticed the red thing under the chin of one of the birds.
You're expelled. Goodbye.
So,
we gotta give that another try.
Yes, we do, but we're gonna take this moment of silence of the game getting out of gameplay mode and shifting into attract mode to say, what a wretched little game. What a wretched little quiz game. What an ill-conceived, thoroughly harebrained, stupid attempt.
Extremely fast turnaround on quarters, though.
Look at this jaunty walk. You know, back in my day, if we wanted to get to class, we'd have to walk 10 miles uphill in the snow.
We have to find the answer by ourselves.
You say something nice, I'm gonna try to... Ooh, fuck.
Oh, it's A.
Yeah.
Say something nice. I mean, it's again, it helps you learn how to identify pixel art real fucking fast.
I'm just glad to see Pac-Man has a fallback career here. That in case the video game mascot thing doesn't work out, he has his, his teaching degree. So we can always go back to that. What is the mirror image? B or C?
Oh,
C.
C.
Yes. Alright, we got 3 right in a row. Let's see. I think we qualify for a bonus question. Batman theme. It's fucking pardon?
1 and no, 2 and 5, I think. Damn.
I guessed. All I could do was guess. That's impossible.
Come on, Cassidy!
You're in. It's B then, if it's like flipped horizontally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bob Maynard says, I have no idea what subject you're learning, but you're sure ready for a career in it now. Shape recognition. How many right turns to the fruit? I've had a dime for every time someone asks me that.
There goes your head.
1. And that's a left. 2.
2, yeah.
Hey, remember this is Pac-Man? Remember Pac-Man?
Remember how Pac-Man can just, like, remove his entire body from his limbs?
Sword into stone. I cannot tell the difference. Guess.
No, definitely. That was the only one I knew it definitely wasn't.
How? Oh, the blue box.
Yeah.
Imagine this on a CRT.
C.
So little time to answer. So minute.
It's an arcade game, of course. Okay, what's your logic?
One of them is not a natural thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Studying.
Oh, and double score. Fool's errand.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Jesus. 8.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
It was basically just because they only had one red ball, so I just had to remember how many of that guy there was, of that juggler. C.
Yep. I thought they didn't have a red ball in one of those images. Piano keys? Which one belongs above? C.
Yeah, the keys, like Florida keys. Okay.
Get ready to try again.
B. Man, maybe I'm smarter than I thought. Read Johnny's comment for me, please.
You need a mind palace like the Mentalist has to get some of these memory games right.
Goddamn right. 3-sided 2.
The 2. Yeah.
Ooh.
No, those don't go in your mouth. Oh, God. This is going to be an expensive vet visit. How many pigs?
Ah, fuck's sake.
Oh.
I thought it was just a style of hat. I didn't know that color was a consideration here. Nine six oh seven six.
Yeah. That's...
Well, that was surprisingly easy compared to... What's this number in reverse? 80085. B. Tiger Chimera in chat says, I'm actively rooting against Cass, so the flashing might stop.
Too bad we're geniuses. Orange.
This is
Hell?
a present from me to you.
I don't know. M. Sparkly resubscribed with a comment, I'm learning so much. Well, we're glad to educate. Food, arcade, furniture.
Oh, God, that's what I wanted.
On!
Just guess.
Who? In what world could anyone solve these?
Like, how many things were there to keep track of?
Here, we're going to show you an image. Memorize everything about it in 5 seconds. Good luck! Oh, come on.
C.
Yeah. It throws you off. It fucks with you. Because you have such little time. It's like a pressure test.
It's a very narrow difference between those two as well.
Bow.
Yeah.
Bow. Yeah.
So A, bow. The Florida keys again. 1, 2, 3.
Are you...
Okay, visible or actually on there is the question.
I guessed. I went with the biggest number. And I got it right.
Like, who knows what's... Like, if they're even stacked on top of cubes. We haven't established that.
Ugh.
Batman. There's 2 left hands, and... So it's 1, 2, see?
Good job. Eventually this will end.
Yeah.
Eventually we'll fuck up. Is in the box?
What do you mean? Oh, wait, I see. Wait, I don't... Oh, okay. No, I get it.
I don't. I still don't.
C.
Yeah.
It's the same picture. So...
Okay.
There's like only 1 or 2.
2.
Yeah.
That monkey's not right. I still can't. Fuck it, B.
Hey. Oh, okay.
Well, good thing I went with my gut.
Yeah.
Side 42 says
see
Pac-Man's
exactly
never
what
going to
you're
make tenure at this rate.
Fuck me.
C.
Yeah.
I got double score for that. I'm just that good. What's sick is that I'm getting better at this.
I would love to see a task of this, just to see what the highest score is.
Which two are the same open hand? I fucked up. I goofed it. I keep earning credits though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, it's like 5.
No?
Or 7.
No, it was 8. I must have missed one.
Find initial forward. Find initial backwards. I feel like there would have been a better way to.
There has to be a better way than this. Luckily, our name is easy enough. This is my highest score though.
It is. It's teamwork.
We put both our brains together, and
See you in the sequel. Goodbye.
We solved Professor Pac-Man. Not a lot of fanfare for top score on the machine, if I do say so.
I think that means we're qualified for a GED now.
As I'm to understand it, yes. Oh, here's the title screen that we didn't get to see because we had coins in the machine already. We didn't see the ghosts at all show up during anything, did we? So, okay, so it does go through in the attract mode. It does show you, like, hey, don't play this game. It's going to be a bunch of shit like this. So, that's nice of them to do.
Midway really had no idea what to do with Pac-Man. Like, they struck it out of the park, or they knocked it out of the park with Mrs. Pac-Man, and then they just ran out.
Then they just bricked it.
And then Namco was like, we didn't give you the rights to do this. What are you doing?
Look, we thought that Professor Pac-Man would be in brand alignment with... That's going to do it for Professor Pac-Man. Just our high score one more time. Read it and weep, folks. Ah, what a game. What a game. It's only the first one tonight.
Sai in chat calls it a detract mode.
Repulse mode. We got to push as many people away from this cabinet as possible. Next game tonight, bringing it back to consoles, is Popeye no Eigo Asobi. This is, you remember Pac-Man? Remember when Nintendo made a Pac-Man game for the arcades and NES?
No, but okay.
Read our article on the Sebek Limited Popeye game for Switch, badgamehalloffame.com/Popeye-2021, maybe? I don't remember.
Okay, now, you did say Pac-Man.
Did I say Pac? Fuck me.
That's why I didn't. That's why I was like, I don't remember this.
Okay, so Popeye, the Sailor Man.
Okay.
This is a game where it teaches you English. You're familiar with Donkey Kong Jr. math, right?
Yes.
This is the same shit, basically, except with learning English words, learning English language. So we will get into that, and then we'll also get into Donkey Kong Jr. math right after that, too.
Oh, I know the English language, so this should be doable.
Well, how's your Japanese?
Welcome to the stream, guest Video Game King, who can actually read this shit.
Let me dial this volume in. That should do it. Alright, we got word puzzle and word capture. No, don't spoil it. Okay. Name a subject that you'd like to learn the English words for.
How about animals? I like animals.
Okay, so there are no threats to our life in this other than fucking up repeatedly.
That's true in most things.
All right. Tell me the English.
Well, that's obviously a cat.
Wow, she's beautiful.
Thanks for that, Slime. You could probably try to solve it, like, seeing how many spaces are there, right?
Okay,
and, like, try to
does
solve.
It have to be that number of spaces?
I'm gonna try just... Okay, so it's not octopus. What's something that begins with an O?
Begins with an O. Ostrich, which is too short.
Oh, Slime didn't redeem that. What a that was Magic Meows. I expected better of you, Carmen. I guess that's why I expected. That's what I would expect from Slime. But let's put a fucking S. Good start. This is the
Does that mean
seventh
it's right?
Famicom game ever developed, says EM Sparkly, by the way. Yes, this is correct. Ostrich.
That... Yeah, but now you're out of letters. Oh wait, I miscounted that shit. All right.
No,
Well,
I
was
got
right when
everything
said
right.
ostrich.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a lucky first guess with on the octopus trail, so it would have been yeah.
Just miscounting how many letters are in ostrich.
All right, solve away. What I can actually do, if
I think it's dolphin.
How did you
There we
get
go.
that, by the way? Because I just had this tool the entire time. Did you look it up on your phone? It doesn't need to be in order either.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh, okay. Oh, at that point, we're just playing... For the English audience, you're just playing Hangman, then.
Yeah, basically. Alright, Olive Oil, toss those letters down. I'll tell you that when you make it to 10, if you get 10 right in a row, or just do 10 of them in general, the game just ends, goes back to the title screen, so on and so forth. Snake. Exciting stuff, I know. When you're playing the game this way, this is the way to play it, truly. It's to it's just have an English translation of the word above it, and then to spell that word out.
Yeah. All right, I have a game for you. Don't use the translator, all right?
Okay.
All right.
There's a lot of letters in this one. Whatever it is.
Let's see. And let's see. All right. They gather nuts.
Fuck, I missed.
Yeah, it's a reaction-based game. See, this is how we play this game. I give you clues.
I like that. Alright, one more of that, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
try the other game mode in this. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters.
Okay. Ooh, this is fun because it translates to a Japanese word. All right, I'll just tell you what this word is. Itachi.
Itachi.
Do you know what that is? Yeah, now we play Hangman. RSTLNE. Your safe ones.
Whew.
I will go with an E.
You'll go with an A.
Yeah.
Weasel.
Weasel, yeah.
Well, now I know that the Japanese for weasel is Itachi.
Yeah, see, this is educational. Alright, you wanted to try the other game?
Yeah, let's try the other one. It has multiplayer in it. The word catcher mode. Also, let's see word puzzle B. Let's just see if it's different subjects or it's different rules.
Alright.
I'm just gonna do one of these.
Same deal, I'll give you a clue.
Five, 6 letters. Oh, this
it
one
is
is
Hangman
just
now.
this one is just Hangman. Okay.
Alright, RSTLNE.
Cheese. Yeah, that's
I would-
wild to just have a Hangman mode in this.
I would play this. I'm okay if I like Hangman. And hey, maybe if you were trying to learn Japanese, this would actually help in some way.
Yeah, barely. 5. Banshee Note with a good question. So is Bluto threatening Sweet Pea's life here? Yeah, if they just knock him all the way to the end, don't they just like fall to their...
Yeah, I don't remember Bluto being this villainous. Why is there a question mark?
Well, we'll find out next round. First, I'm gonna... Oh, salad, of course.
Oh, okay, it wasn't.
Alright, let's see what the question mark is. Maybe this is like a hint, or...
Unless it's just actually a question mark. Oh, it's just I don't know. I give up. I give up, and I don't want to see Sweet Pea fall.
Well, that's good. That's probably for the best. Word catcher. I'm pretty sure this is 2-player. Let's double check. Yes, Popeye versus Bluto.
Okay.
Okay, so those 3 words on the left, we're competing to get one of those, to spell out one of those words. For the sake of...
Do you not jump?
Foul, goal, or ball. I'm gonna go for goal. You have to collect letters in sequence on this one, so I'm waiting for an
sequence. Okay, so it matters there. I need that.
Fuck! I grabbed the wrong one after that. Shit. This is almost a game.
It seems very luck-based in a way. That is, not great.
Mr. Taco says, I can't believe there's no nesticle hack of this where all the words you type are slurs or swear words. Okay, maybe you need to get every word. Maybe you need to just,
God damn it.
I did ball, there's foul, and there's goal. Those are the words on the list. Give me the goddamn O.
Nope.
I'll go below if I have to. Fuck.
Dude, that's a strategy to keep me from winning by fucking over your own word.
I mean, it is a strategy. Me?
Fall slower, please.
Alright, so I think what it's doing is it takes
the
previous word
words
off.
now.
So now it's ice, goal, and mole. M-O-L. Oh, come on, let me get that E. God damn you. That's gonna bounce. Oh no, I picked up some other letter, I didn't even notice it. Ugh. Wow, you're kicking my ass at this one. Also, look at this background. Look how, like, the background compared to the foreground sprites, like how everything is like doubled up pixels for the background elements here. Interesting technical limitation. You can see that in the NES version of Popeye as well. Just the real NES version of Popeye, that is. The one that is not an educational take on the game.
I think the original one wasn't educational. Alright, I don't know what any... I know we have mole still. I don't know what any of the other words are.
Ski, Saseki, and mole. Somehow I don't think Saseki is... We could also stop playing this at any time.
Stop, yeah. Let's stop playing this.
Wait, no. First one to get another word. Because we're tied up 2-2 right now.
Oh, come on. Come over here. There we go.
Oh, son of a... Well played. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for, Popeye no Eigo Asobi. Which is probably, like, English with Popeye or something like that. I don't know. I don't pretend to know these things. I don't pretend to be a learned lass.
Well, do you pretend to know math?
No. I could not even pretend I am so bad at math. At least when it comes to anything beyond, like, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Those I have mostly a grasp on, but will they help us in Donkey Kong Jr. math? I should mention that this game, like the previous game, was developed and published by Nintendo. Both of these in the year 1983. I think Popeye may have been November, but you can never be sure with the release dates for NES games. This is supposedly a December 1983 release. Based off of the existing Donkey Kong Jr. And turned into a math game, turned into a maths test, part of the education series.
Yes. I believe this is also on Nintendo Switch Online, if you subscribe to that service.
Why not? The other difference here is that whereas Popeye only released in Japan for the benefit of the Japanese learning English, this one was released worldwide because math is a universal language. I learned that from the movie Contact. Let's see this stupid game.
I believe this game is technically always multiplayer, right?
Is it?
Yes.
Might well be.
Like, if you're just playing by yourself, then this pink Donkey Kong doesn't do anything.
Okay.
So what? So we just want positive 26? Is that the idea?
Fuck. Well, I shouldn't be able to die in this. Okay, no, I can't. That's good. 9 times 3
Whoops.
minus... Give me a 1. Or minus 4.
Wait.
I can do all sorts of math here.
I don't think I know what they're going for with this.
How do you mean?
What happens if I do this? Okay, now I understand.
I keep grabbing the division symbol by accident, and that's really gonna fuck me up. Can I do... Okay, I can't do decimals, that's nice. It sucks that you can't drop stuff. Or yes, you can drop stuff. You press the B button. That's okay. I'm stupid. I may be slightly stupid, Sharky.
So here's the thing, and here's the thing about me in general. I hate the number 7.
Can I ask why?
I don't know. Something about it, when it shows up in math problems, it fucks me up. Also, did I just lose all my numbers because I took so long, like, running around?
Wait, I just did division, and... My number is completely fucked up right now. Divide by 7? Okay. I have not solved a single problem yet, by the way, because I'm a dummy. That's why.
Oh, I see what I'm doing. No. Please give me anything but this.
Give me that. Oh, when I pressed B, I tossed everything. B doesn't just drop whatever's in your hand. B drops...
It just erases everything?
That sucks. I don't like that one bit. So I gotta be extra careful here. No, you don't.
Excuse me? Yeah. Borrow that multiplication sign. Actually, it'd be easier.
I'm going for your plus sign here.
I'm going for your plus sign then. And then there's 3.
Fuck! Step ahead of me. We were on the right path. I think we're doing the same maths to get there. It's just... Fuck! How do you feel about Donkey Kong Jr.? Just as
I like it. I had the Game & Watch version of it as a kid.
Game & Watch version better than the actual, like, arcade version. I want to say. But also, I don't think either is particularly good. I hate this climbing gimmick. I don't think it controls well. So I could never really get much out of this whole Farrago. At least it's better than Donkey Kong 3. No one gives a fuck about Donkey Kong 3.
What about the one where it goes to space?
One version of Donkey Kong 3 that's... Oh my god. Am I stupid? Oh, this... I gotta be able to... I fell in the water. I don't even know where to... This is brutal for my self-esteem. I'm just gonna go sit in the back of the class now.
I did actually go to math competitions as a teenager.
Of course you did. You fucking nerd.
I was extremely bad at math. Oh god, oh no, I can do stupid by 1. I'm actually extremely bad at math, but I was real good at bullshitting.
That was my one marketable skill through my school years. Was my ability to bullshit. Come on. Let me get that plus sign.
closer at least.
Yeah, suck it!
You got one.
Mr. Taco says, Cass, if you were well educated, you wouldn't have to be a Twitch streamer. That's very true. Mamas, don't let your kids grow up to be professional streamers. 9 is mine.
It doesn't matter what I get right there, because I just need that.
Oh, you totally got it, don't you?
Yeah. Yay. Good job,
Banshee
Donkey
Net said
Kong.
this was a stream of
Juniette?
revelations. Juniette, yes. Oh boy. Ready for an exercise?
Sure. Oh, this is you. This is just you.
Well, I pressed select and it has backed me back to
Okay.
the...
He's warning you. Get out of here. Select.
These maths are too hard for you, son.
All right.
2 times 4 is... 8. How do I make it 8?
I think you put the thing up too high. No? Wait.
Oh, that's just solve the question for me, I think.
Okay. Go.
I press select and it just goes backwards. Okay.
Go. No, that's not how that... Okay, wait. Push the thing... Push the question mark up until 4 is selected. And then... Right? No? How does this...
I'm sure the manual would say, but...
Okay, now we've said 9 now somehow. Wait. Yes, and then...
Huh?
Huh.
Absolutely inscrutable.
Yeah, go under the bird, and then you can select 4.
Yeah,
now
I want
go
to...
left. Now go left. Or not. Okay, so each digit is represented by a pole.
Oh. Wait, no, how do I make it select again?
Okay, so just move over to the right to select the next.
Oh, yeah, good point,
thing.
good point.
There you go.
Tiger Chimera says, this is like when people make joke UIs for interacting with things, like that competition, that Game Jam to make the worst UI possible. Imagine if when you had to verify your age on a website. This is the mechanism for it.
Oh, I wish I could... Okay, so I went to... there's this doctor's office I go to, and they made a new system where you had to check in for every visit. And you had to verify your age with your birth date. So the thing is, they didn't make a pull-down box for your birth date. They made incremental 1 up and 1 down numbers. So if you were born in, let's say, 1990, you would have to press up 1,990 times to get the form to say 1990.
Brilliant.
And also, even if you did all that, like, it wouldn't work, because when you put in, like, dates for months and days, the system needs leading zeros, so, like, April 04, and there's no way to increment up to a leading 0.
That's criminal. Nope. I let go too early because the controls are... So I just cheated it. Fuck it. That'd be a 90 on our test. Okay. And... pressing buttons. Only select works take you out of that.
Okay.
Do you think this is different at all? I'm just taking a quick look. Oh,
Yeah,
the
it's
big
big.
numbers. And you start with 150.
Oh, you start with 150? Oh, okay, wait a minute. That changes what I'm doing.
I'm just gonna do one of these.
Oh, I don't have any good numbers for what I'm doing over here. Excuse me a second.
Coming for your subtraction. Guess I'm gonna do subtraction a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is a real stupid way to have to
that's
enter
this
anything.
game.
Yeah, this is.
We're gonna
That's
be here
all
for a
right.
while.
Yeah, that's okay. Count to 400. Do it by ones. 1, 2. Collect the 1. No, you gotta collect the numbers as you. Nah, that's okay. I think we
Just
get.
give me a parentheses or something.
Well, you know, after that, I think I've had enough of the NES for now. Let's take it back to PCs. That's truly the domain of edutainment. And, you know, obviously that means we won't be saying any Marios anytime soon. Mario teaches typing. Oh, wait. This is developed and published by Interplay on behalf of Nintendo. Came out in 1992. This is the game for DOS in which Mario teaches you how to type. Pretty famous one, this one. Pretty well known, I think. I don't think anyone actually bought this game. I mean, I'm sure people did, but I think this is one of those
I'm
games...
sure entities bought this game, like schools.
Yeah, that's kind of the trick of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
How good a typist are you? I know you can't even type because of Parsec. You couldn't even play this if you wanted to.
It's another thing that school failed to teach me. They tried. I didn't give a shit. Like, as a kid, they were like, they wanted me to learn home row and not looking at the keyboard. And kid me was like, okay, but I can just look at the keyboard and see what the letters are. And they were like, well, okay, we gotta teach you, so we're gonna take this paper towel and put it over your hands while you're on the keyboard.
Shh. I forgot this game is voice acted. It's the second game that has,
Wow. She's beautiful.
Can't win on the stream. Thanks, Frank. This is not the floppy version. This is the deluxe version for DOS with voice acting in.
So I'll finish my story real quick. Is they tried to get me to learn it by putting like a paper towel over my hands so I couldn't see the keyboard, and kid me was like, I can just take the paper towel off and look at the keyboard. So they could not get me to learn how to type properly. So I'm a bad typer.
And bottom row. There, this should give me the whole keyboard. People saying, I forgot how you make Mario's head appear. It's not this game. Y'all need to get up on your Mario Teaches Typing facts. Like, y'all are expecting Mario Teaches Typing 2. There's the one with the talking head. We'll get to that. But you gotta let us cook here first.
Yes, if anything, here back in Hall of Fame, we're
Set to go.
chronological.
X. Oh, S. X, 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 S, S, S. S and X.
Sixil. End of thought. Oh, ellipses.
I think I'm okay at typing. This isn't really like a words per minute test or anything.
This is really a test of S, L, X, and period. You know what? This is a ring finger test. This is what this is doing.
Yeah, I never took any of these typing tutor type things. I just taught myself the old-fashioned way. Pecking, eventually memorizing where the keys were. Then playing a whole bunch of video games, and that taught me the rest of the things. How to type efficiently and quickly.
I noticed that yeah, so far this test is not including top row at all.
Yeah, I thought I told it to do, like, every row. I thought that's what I had selected in the... But I may have been off. I may have been incorrect. I may have misread the UI.
I mean, I don't think there's too many words that use the top row. Who chooses to learn Dvorak?
Sickos.
Who does that to themselves? Like, yeah, I know that we have this standardized form of keyboard that literally the entire word uses, but I just want to make things difficult.
It's apparently much faster if you get into like the real typing. If like you're like a receptionist or who are the people in the court? Stenographers?
No, stenographers use an entirely different type of typewriter. It's not.
Yeah, they're typing.
With.
Oh. Yeah, that's not bad. I guess. I think. Menu. I'd like to do it a little harder.
Okay, go back to lessons and see if all keyboard.
Oh, but then I have to do like numbers and shit.
Yeah, there's no other option, it seems.
Let's go to the castle.
Alright, I'll be quiet for this.
On your mark, get set, go!
Lance has... Ooh, they're really... 0 in his bank account, and he wants to find out how much money he will have left when he buys a new T.V for... This is, yeah, a lot. A real-world typing. I forgot to do
that whole sentence was just to move one space forward.
The problem is that they made me double space, and that really threw me off here because I have not double spaced in forever.
Oh, wait, they make you have to double space after a period. Holy, what year are we in?
1992.
I don't even think they were doing that in 1992. Were they? Dark times.
They were.
I used to have to, I used to be an editor for somebody, for articles they wrote. And every time they submitted any article for me to do the proofing on, I just had to Control F space and fix all that shit. Like, I told them, like, we don't do that anymore. And, it was not a habit they could change.
The worst thing about these typing tutor tests is that if you fuck up one thing, you keep fucking up, right?
Type faster! I'm dying! The sand is getting into my lungs! Woohoo!
Like, I scored like 7 errors there because I kept typing after I fucked up one letter. That's not how you actually rate typing, you know? You're allowed to make mistakes, you can correct them later.
Oh, this is 1992, before backspace was invented.
Oh, that's right. Those heady times. Therefore, Trixie will have a total of 66 eggs. Brackets! Ooh, I like that. I like that they're teaching kids brackets. 6 eggs each. 11 times 6 equals 66 eggs bracket.
Now, you will be quizzed on the contents of what you've written at the end of this.
Among film historians, ooh, this is up my alley, the year 1939 is considered the finest ever in the history of the American cinema. Double space, in no other year.
No one, as some here, they haven't heard of Star Wars.
That have stood the test of time as those produced in 1939. When are we gonna kill Bowser with our film knowledge?
It's me, Miyamoto. I am going off script here to tell you about my favorite movies of 1930. That would be more of a Kojima thing.
Oh, into the sandpit with Mario again.
Did you see that thing about how Kojima made a post recently saying that he was going to watch The Electric State later that night and then did not post a follow about it, and people were like, oh god, that movie must fucking suck.
No, but I did hear him apologize for Ground Zeroes, saying that it was the lowest rated of the Metal Gears, which, you know, is not wrong.
Survive? Or does he not count that?
I guess he doesn't count that. And Mr. Smith goes to Washington, starring, oh, Jimmy Stewart!
Mario teaches outdated trivia even for the year this was made.
Most fruitful year in the history of American film.
Does this end?
God, you'd certainly hope so. They might have more film trivia, though, so that would be exciting. Oh my god, it might not end. Made up of 9 planets. Oh. You hear about Pluto?
I think this would be funny if some of the facts were wrong. Like, this wasn't wrong at the time, but I want them to, like, get extremely wrong. Mars, Jupiter, Europa, Uranus, X, and Vulcan.
And the most distant planet is Pluto. How many times can we go through this fucking pipe?
A young Neil deGrasse Tyson playing this game and going, well, fuck this.
Oh my god, how long do they plan for this to go on for? About 1,000 times larger than the Earth.
Do you think this is like Mario's internal monologue as he's trying to get through this castle? Like, this is how he centers himself?
A pleasant distraction, mamma mia. This is actually... It's actually really hard to follow the words as they scroll here because of... It feels like it's moving left and right, even though it's not. It's disorienting looking at the word bar, which is not what you want to hear in your typing game.
Alright, give me those thwomps and an entirely new subject. No, well, okay, I got
Halfway there. Yeah, this first Mario teaches typing is a little basic, a little dry. 1 Jupiter year is equivalent to 12 years here on Earth. I'm about to bail on this, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Lance has... Oh, we're back to this shit again. We're back to Lance and his $2,000. Ooh, rich guy here.
I was thinking about Jupiter, but I can't stop coming back to Lance. Oh,
it ended.
Less
5
than time,
minutes.
5 minutes. Oh, you were on a time limit.
I see. Is there any way to lower that time limit?
Well, I mean, consider this. You ran through the entire script.
I guess it's got to count for something. Lesson times. Outside, underwater, underground practice.
What about your certificates?
Oh yeah, let's see.
Well, there's the student button. All right.
Let me try this.
Oh, okay, you cheered him up. I wouldn't call this words per minute game.
I'm pressing the comma button. Is this not... Oh, it's an
apostrophe.
I don't want to disappoint Mario. What is this supposed to be?
Is this singular marks or quotation marks?
Quotation marks. I don't think that should be counted against me. I think it should be more clear. I think Mario should tell me verbally what it is I'm meant to be typing here.
I don't like how he's looking at me.
Well, just wait until he's 3D and Mario teaches typing too.
Well, that's this one.
Yeah. Menu. Can I get my certificate now?
I'm sorry. Do me a favor. Go back in there.
Oh, for God's sake, why?
No, go back in there. Do one letter and then quit. Or do one symbol and then quit. Or a letter. No, do it correctly. That was the thing.
Okay, fine.
Exclamation. And quit. There you go. 100% accuracy.
Wow, I really learned. Yeah, I knew I'd master typing eventually.
All right.
What does the next button do? Is there... Oh, they really want me to... Oh, look at him. He gets so sad. He gets so sullen. What if I just fucked up a whole bunch? Can I make him even more sullen?
You make him angry?
Take this seriously.
Hey, do me a favor. Get one correct. And then... fail.
No, I want to make him mad again. I want to make him miserable again. Oh, he's very forgiving.
I want to see... Can you just hold the key down? The whole... Okay, wow, it takes a lot to get him depressed.
There has to be another state to this.
Are you just mashing? Or... Are you holding down the key?
I'm typing rapidly. I'm doing... All my fingers are contributing to this bit. Oh, look at that! We got an overflow!
Ooh.
We never expected someone to fuck up this bad.
That's not even on errors, though. That's on just typed letters. Theoretically, you could do perfectly and get this to overflow if you were just that fast. Okay, bail. 0 accuracy.
Looks like Mario's gonna have us for another year. I guess we're... Professor Mario is... See you in
All right.
summer school!
Please go to student. And go to certificates. I just want to know. Nothing? Great.
Mario teaches typing.
Okay.
Mario teaches typing.
Oh, can you click on other parts of Mario to make them...
That's my dick! No.
Alright.
Humble beginnings for this. Yeah, I think that's as much mileage as we're gonna get out of Mario Teaches Typing.
He's also leaking oil.
No, I would not like to create a new student. Thank you very much. I would like to close out of that game and move into our next game of the night. This is the Mario block, by the way. There was a bunch of Mario Entertainment games, and then we're going to play a lot of them. I don't know about all of them. Mario is missing. This was developed and published by the Software Toolworks in 1993, I believe, or at least this deluxe edition that we have here is... This is the DOS version, but this also came out on the NES and on the SNES, if my memory serves correctly. But we are playing the DOS version, the PC version, because there's voice acting in, and also some of the most lovable of the graphics, some of the most iconic graphics in this. Yeah, let's get it underway. Let's get it up and running. My brain is missing tonight. I tell you what, which is bad for education night. It's bad for me to be a little not completely on the ball here. But yeah, give me that sound blaster.
Oh, look at Mario hiding in there, getting smuggled out of the country.
Oh, I'm not actually missing. I'm on the lam. Cinema.
Nice of the princess to invite her to the Fortress of Solitude, isn't it, Luigi?
Expanse of the South Pole. Bowser's brand new castle looms large. Deep within, the Chief Koopa hunches in his room.
Who the fuck is saying this? Who's the narrator?
Soon, he will
This is Yoshi's inner monologue. This is actually Yoshi's voice in their own head.
Sacramento. Thousands of penguins will be left homeless while well-padded polar bears overeat. Hope is running thin down here where the ice runs thick.
Come on, bro. You're dragging. I'm practically a popsicle, Mario. Are we there yet?
But wait, it's those stout-hearted pipe fitters from New York. This is a raid.
Is that canon? Is that...
We're there. All I can see are our turtle tracks. Luigi, what do you say we give a Bowser the old Brooklyn 1-2? The Brooklyn what? Hey, look it. There's his pad. But the walls are awfully high. Say, I left my toothbrush back in the Big Apple.
Do you get it? They're from New York.
The weatherman predicts record-high temperatures in the South Pole without those two.
But what is that supposed to mean?
Well, get educated.
If I link you to a video on Twitter, is there a possibility you could play it on stream?
No.
No?
Bro,
Not unless it was a game that you could play and I could do everything in the background.
gonna be puddles. Right. I'll watch the back door. Be way careful, Em. Bowser's one rascally reptile. And remember, don't take candy from strangers.
See, this is an educational game.
Oh.
Luigi has just no faith in Mario.
These walls are...
Unless that is what actually happened to Mario.
That does it. I'm going in.
Hi, Luigi. We figured you'd be coming by. Pity you're never gonna see your brother again. I don't even know which door leads to Mario.
Damn, ice cold.
So the thing I wanted to mention that is a video on Twitter is that Lemmy Koopa is not in this game, but all his voice lines are, and he sounds like way too sophisticated.
Nice try, Plunger Puss. Nice try, Plunger Puss.
Sorry, I just wanted to hear that again. Which door do you want to go behind?
Number 2.
Into the void with us. Time for some of that classic Mario gameplay you all know and love. Oh, our phone's ringing.
I'm here, Sidney. We've been waiting.
I can't hear you. Can you just...
Jumping around here. Every time we close our eyes for 1 second, another landmark had disappeared. I've sent you a newspaper. You just take a look at it. Frankly, it's more than our police force can handle. Go out there and catch a Koopa. Do it for me. Do it for the city. Do it for Mario.
Goddamn right. We're doing this one for Mario, Sharky. Alright, do you know how to play this game? I'll take that as a no. So, see this compass here? Now, you could click to make Luigi go all the way left, all the way right to navigate the world.
Oh,
That's
I'm sorry.
stupid.
My microphone was muted for a second.
Oh, great.
Because I was telling you how to play it, and then you were like, you don't know how to play it. Now let me do the exact same thing you were saying.
Is Africa your cup of tea? Because Kenya is the world's 3rd largest producer, just between you and me.
See, that's a
Kenya's
secret. We can't share that information. Don't.
There's one right
Kenya's a type of tea.
Apparently there's a Koopa right in front of us. I don't see him.
Is Africa your...
Oh, we already had this conversation, lady.
You asked me earlier.
We have to find the answer by
Say
ourselves.
something nice.
Check this out. That's pretty
You
nice.
prick.
The bespoke animations here. Okay, so I'll try to explain what is happening here.
She's beautiful.
I'm gonna take away that hot what a hubby thing one of these days. Okay, you see this map?
Whoa!
I did not mean to click there, but
Hi, Luigi, listen. I overheard Bowser telling the Koopa kids to watch out for fire flowers. I think you need to use one to get rid of the guards.
Thanks. By the way, Mario, where are you? I mean, this is kind of the whole
he's
premise.
missing. What is this? Lady, what is this?
Great! Return that menu to the Kenyatta Conference Center. They're having a big meeting there.
What's a New York beat cop doing? All the way out here.
You won't find Adobe here in Nairobi. But they do have some spectacular hotels.
Spectacular hotels.
I love that line. I'm so glad I managed. That's why I kept talking to the cop lady, because I knew that line would eventually pop up in this. Okay, so to try and explain what is happening in this game, we are wandering across this map. You can see it blown up a little bit here. The idea is to get to these places here, these stops, these tourist attractions. And let's see what place this is. The Nairobi National Park. Okay, so Nairobi National Park, here's a little factoid on it. Here's some history of it. Things that might potentially ask in trivia questions, like the park is full of lions, cheetah, rhino, antelope, and many other species. And
Now,
so
how many windows with flowers on them are in the building?
So the idea is that we wander around hoping to run into Koopas who are lifting, who are stealing the bits of history, ain't they? And if we click on them, like such, we get a human skull.
You know, I think maybe we're in too deep.
By the way, Dan Hyland said in response to that beat cop being out here, that's how bloated the NYPD budget is. You got that right.
The cops are overflowing into other countries.
So these tourists, these civilians, we can ask them.
Northeast of here.
Get some advice. Get a sense of direction. Unfortunately, this is a nightmare to navigate. This whole thing, so it's better just to whenever you can.
Will be sealed, Superman.
By the way, the moments I'm going on mute, I am like trying to find my Luigi voice.
I figured as much. I didn't want to accuse you of as much.
Hell, I saw a Koopa northeast of here.
Well, I'm on my way. Let's keep going. That's as far east. Oh no, we can go north again. That's good. They don't tell you how many spots away the Koopa is.
Now there's a Koopa southeast.
Now it's southeast, so we overshot it a little bit. How about now?
There's a Koopa southwest of here.
Okay,
so... Don't worry, Mario. I'm triangulating this Koopa. I'm gonna beat his ass.
Oh, hey kid. Oh, no, I didn't mean to...
I'm not a debater, but I think it's greater that this African country is split by the equator.
Alright, you little smartass. How about where I actually am?
Alright, this is an informational booth. Maybe we have one of the things at this point. The conference center.
Question, not to spoil, but are we going to be playing one of the console versions of this? Specifically the Super Nintendo version.
No.
Alright, I do want to point out that the Super Nintendo version of this plays way worse. It's like
this is
way
already
more
not
annoying.
Great, can I just say?
Yeah. But like, if I remember correctly, in the Super Nintendo version, you can't just click your little like compass there to move. If you want to cross the street, you have to walk manually over to the crosswalk.
Yeah, you got to.
And then like hit down or up.
National
and if
Museum
you want to,
Kenya.
and if you want to go to these information centers, you have to call Yoshi, because without Yoshi, you're too short to reach the counter.
How can I help you?
Oh, Princess Peach, we didn't know you were down here. We didn't know you were down in Africa running the National Museum of Kenya.
How can I help you?
Oh, Luigi, we've been burgled. We can't reopen until our artifacts are recovered. Goodbye.
Are you 2 years old? What?
Oh, that line is busy. I gotta walk off screen and then back on to redial that number. Unless I remember 25241.
The number you have reached.
Proton John says, I don't think you need Yoshi for that. And then the rest of the message has been covered. Oh, I think you only need Yoshi to leave the area.
How can I help you? Okay, Luigi. But before I can give you the reward, I have to ask you a few questions.
They have to verify the authenticity of the artifacts. And to do that, they don't just take a look at the artifact and they're like, no, that's real. No, they make sure that you know trivia. They make sure that you know, like, about the provenance on this thing.
Now, Luigi, what's your social security number?
Who discovered that skull you're holding?
Hey, wait a minute. You're not the real Luigi. The real Luigi would know the right answer.
Yeah, you know, Princess Peach is right. Luigi really up to date on their fucking...
Hey, Princess, you've known me for like 20 years. I'm offended.
They don't say who... I guess the answer is the anonymous. It's whoever the...
Yeah, I assumed it was like an anonymous.
25421.
How can I help you?
I want to return the human skull.
Hey, Luigi. Who does...
Let me forward you to the police.
Fucking pardon? The little pamphlet doesn't say who... I guess we're gonna trial and error this shit now.
We put that pamphlet there as a prank.
How can I help you? Okay, Luigi. How old is that skull you're holding?
Way old. I mean, that's correct. It's...
Hey, wait a minute.
I think we're losing time, by the way. Every time I get a question wrong, this time limit on the thing. What am I missing here?
Peach is sitting there saying, I swear to God, if someone else fucking calls me about this skull.
3 million years. Okay. Nope. 25421.
How can I help you?
Hey, Peach. You know your boyfriend's dying.
Skull, you
Unless you take back this fucking skull. We need it to...
may be
Please.
the place of mankind. Why?
Leftover birthday cake. Messages written on cave walls probably are very old human fossils. One of these two.
Birthplace would probably be human fossils.
Oh, thank you, Luigi. We've been looking all over town. The mayor has asked me to give you this reward.
$2,800 for that.
Good luck finding...
Magic Meow says my Luigi voice is turning to Snagglepuss. Yeah, I know.
Alright, so we have a newspaper and we have an elephant. Let's figure out where these go and
I'm keeping the elephant.
the conference center.
Yeah, didn't they say the newspaper for that one? Or something?
Oh. There's levels in the former Soviet republics in this game? Ooh. Kind of want to check that out at some point.
Proton John says, go get pictures first, and I think you can visit the monuments in this one like in the SNES.
Hello, Mr. Luigi.
How you like that Toad voice?
Are Toads are robots in this universe?
Would you mind if I asked you a few questions first? I have to make sure you're the real Luigi. The Kenyatta Center is named for Jomo Kenyatta. Hey?
Are you Canadian?
Probably famous clown, right? If I had to guess.
Just a minute here. You're a fake. Yes, you're definitely a fake. That's not the right answer at all.
Fake. You have a robot voice. Shut up, Toad.
Why did none of my friends believe it's me?
I already forgot the phone number. 25423.
Hello, Mr. Luigi. Would you mind if the Kenyatta Conference Center was once?
Maybe I should have read the pamphlets. Perhaps I should have read the pamphlets.
It's either the second one or the fourth one.
Just a minute here.
No. Or maybe it was the first one. I can't wait for the end of the game. When Mario's like, Luigi, thank you for saving me, but first I gotta ask you some questions to make sure you're really my brother.
27 stories high. It doesn't say. Like, these things are incomplete. Or maybe, like, they expect me to context clue my way through it? Who's to say? 25423.
Maybe
Hello, Mr. Luigi. Would you mind the Kenyatta Center? The Kenyatta Conference Center.
This doesn't help us.
I think it's a UN headquarters.
Thank you, Mr. Luigi. We've been looking all over town.
All right, 1440. And now there's only one spot left.
Hey, Mario, I'm rich. What was your problem again?
The National Park, 25422.
You're missing? Oh, it sucks. Oh, is that Donkey Kong?
I think that's supposed to be Donkey Kong. I want to hear him talk. I'm sorry. I want to...
Like the sign says, bud, we've been robbed, and we ain't reopening until we get unrobbed.
Well, I can't blame him for that. That makes sense. That checks out. 25422.
Yeah, okay. But I gotta ask you a few questions. We've been getting a lot...
Slime Generated Chat says, you know, I'm not feeling the Donkey Kong redesign in the new Mario Kart.
Safari Park is important because it allows animals to...
Vote. I think dogs should vote. That's...
The Nairobi National Park is all... At last! We've been looking all over town.
Solve that one pretty quick.
Authorize me.
It's easier to answer questions about what is a nature reserve than, ooh.
By the way, I forgot to do this earlier, but you can do that.
Yeah.
Luigi,
Hey, I took a beautiful picture of Nairobi Park. Just the sign, that's the only important thing.
Good luck and goodbye.
Nice knowing you, bud. All right. How do we get back home?
I do like the idea that you went to Nairobi Park to take a photo of it, and the only thing you took a photo of was the sign that said Nairobi Park with none of the park in the photo whatsoever.
Yeah,
like,
what else would you expect me to take?
Went out of your way to not see the park.
Oh, there's
it's
video
a
embedded.
Okay, that's better.
Now, do you think they had this on the SNES? Do you think the NES version had these cutscenes in?
I kind of doubt. Oh, that's it.
That's all you need.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie, but there's some guy in the back just jacking off the whole time. Pee Wee Herman.
Okay. Play. How do we get back? That's the question.
Well, you found a way earlier to get to the map.
Oh, I quit the game.
Okay.
Whoops.
You did save just then.
I
did. You want to go to the Soviet Union. The former Soviet republics, I mean. Sorry.
That works too, though, I think. I think we're fine. I think that's as much mileage as we were going to get out of Mario is Missing on MS-DOS. We heard them say, you won't find Adobe here in Nairobi. So I'm sated. I'm good. I got what I needed out of that. But we're not done with Mario just yet. There are yet more Mario edutainment titles, including Mario's Time Machine. This one also released across NES, SNES, and DOS. And just for funsies, let's play the NES version of this. Let's go forward in time to a 1994 release date, published by Nintendo, developed by Radical Entertainment. And let's take it back to the NES. So we'll play the old game on the newer machine, and do you see what I'm doing here? Do you see how I set this up? I'm very clever.
Yes. And hey, now that we're playing a game that I could take control of.
Oh, yeah, it's a good idea.
You want to show that clip?
It's gonna take me a minute still. You get the game started, and I will...
Sure. I'll just send you the clip. Alright.
Sit the cinema at the start.
Bowser and his Koopas have built the greatest museum in history, but to do it, they have stolen many important items from the past. Now it's Yoshi's turn to steal them. Oh no, Yoshi! Yoshi went exploring on his own. Now he's been captured by Bowser. Before he rescues Yoshi, Mario must find the stolen items and return them to their proper places in history. Priorities.
Wow, this sure is a white room. This is blinding. I think there's the architectural word for this.
Oh, I have a spin jump. So this is basically
Super Mario World, but
yeah, Super Mario World sprites.
I cannot grab that video, Charky.
Okay. Unfortunate. Whoa, okay, we're playing something else.
You're playing Mario Bros.
Oh, I can jump on this? Okay.
Now remember, you're not jumping on the Koopas.
Yeah.
You remember when they kept putting out those Game Boy Advance Mario games, like the remakes of 2, 3, and so forth?
Okay, that just takes you out.
And every one of them came bundled with the same version of Mario Bros. Those were good times. Those were good releases. I played so much of the Mario Bros on those games and so little of...
The momentum just takes you over to the... Like, I just want to... Okay, here. Hit that. Then do not. There we go.
Mario Bros. Arcade, probably my favorite Mario. In terms of the platformer ones.
Take it.
Hit the
Take
block.
apple.
Oh,
There we go. There we go. We
okay.
picked up an apple.
People pointing out the SNES
Into
version
the trash
is extremely
compactor.
different. H is to pick a year.
1520, I think.
You're probably looking for Isaac Newton, if I had to
Yes.
imagine. Man, this is not how I remember the 1500s.
I also seem to be on a boat, which tells me I think I picked wrong. Hey, do I spin jump through these things? No? Let's go this way. Magellan perished in the Philippines. Okay, good. We just teach kids about death at the start. Alright, I'm in the wrong place.
Now, do you still have the apple on you?
I highly doubt it. I mean, it's only 3 of them, right? Let's just...
Yeah,
take
this
them
should
that
be
way.
easy.
Alright, which way is going to come out of? You got a lot of momentum when you go through here. Like, trying to turn around is tricky.
Nufu
Alright.
Banga says, to be fair, an apple could curve some scurvy, if that was the concern we were having.
When did Isaac Newton do his shit?
I mean, don't ask me. I'm stupid. If there's one thing people should know about me from the show, it's that I'm a fucking moron. I almost was a historian, too, until I realized I couldn't learn geography. It's definitely not 1862. It's probably 1602 or 1687.
If it's not 1687, go ahead and rewind me. I can already tell them the wrong place.
Give it a shot.
This seems correct.
You'll find out when you hit that.
When Newton's theory of gravity saw an apple fall from a tree. At the same time, the moon was visible in the sky.
In the sky?
I
they
usually
didn't
don't hear
capitalize
people.
that bit.
I usually don't hear people like stress the whole thing of. By the way, the moon was visible. That's an important part of this. Newton discovered the sun attracts the planets and the Earth attracts the moon. I want one of these to just be very wrong. Like, I want this to teach about, like, heliocentrism.
When he confirmed for a fact that the world is flat, it's...
Okay, so I'm at the tree. If I remember correctly, there's, like, a weird way that you have to actually progress this. So I think I fucked up by destroying that thing. Okay, is this work on Mario 2
There's no
rules?
such thing as
where
a
I can-
second chance.
No rewinding. No more time travel for you, says Video Game King.
But there are not that many buttons.
There's only so much you can do here. It's an NES game. Try pressing select, or...
Okay, wait a minute.
Maybe,
This is the wrong place from this item. Reading all the clues will help.
And stolen.
Okay, it's been 60 seconds. Rewind me.
Yeah, fuck that.
Okay, it was under...
It happened under the
tree.
tree, so how specific does it need you to... What does...
Did I need that block that I destroyed?
Yeah, hit that block, figure it out, figure out how to get up there.
No, remember I destroyed a block earlier.
Well, they can't soft lock you here. Get on top of the tree, maybe?
Look, very much easier said than done. That is the height of my jump. In fact, that is also a short jump. I can't... If I want to get in there...
Oh, fuck this, I'm taking over.
Wait, how many of these guys can I spawn at once?
For God's sake,
you
I'm
fucking do it. You fucking do it. I'm gonna go take care of something else. I'll be right back.
Yep. I will figure this out. Solved. I mean, I fucked up by falling there, but... How do I do the cool jump?
You have to hit it from below. By the way, start is how you use the item in your inventory.
I couldn't read that. Also don't think I can die, which is nice. Okay. So the way up is running jump to this. And then some arcane magic.
Okay, if you can get back to the start of the tree, the top of the tree, then try hitting start.
I will. You're right, it is not easy. This is bad platforming. This is pretty fucking far from ideal in terms of control. Ay, ay, ay.
I mean, part of the thing is that there's no variable height when you jump. You are always full height jumping.
And there's also a delay on the jump. Oh, thank you. Because you returned the apple, Newton will soon discover the principle of gravity when it falls into the new ground. Your new password.
Famously, from all those clues, when the apple fell up on top of the tree instead of down. Anyway, now I do gotta go take care of something, so I'll be right back.
Go for it, and I'll figure out how to get up. Can I jump on top of the... Yes, I can. We should probably do these in order. We should probably just for... Because we are going to do 100% run of this game right now. We're going to play the entirety of... I kind of just want to play this part, honestly. Oh yeah, the controls... still a struggle here. Fuck. Yeah, this Radical Entertainment did not have a firm grasp on Mario's controls. By God, they tried. And fell a little short. But it's fun to see these... Torch. A torch. How far back can we go? 80 million BC. 776 BC. Let's do 80 million BC. Let's see... Because the torch is probably going to be like caveman times, right? How are you supposed to get this? Oh wait, there's sand in that hourglass, so I can... The name dinosaur comes from the Greek words for terrible lizard.
Ah, that's the torch that George Washington held as he crossed the Delaware.
Fuck! It could be. Because, you know, dinosaurs and man did not coexist at the same time, so I feel like I'm in the wrong place.
Alright, be right back in. I ran back in to make that joke.
Alright, very good. Alright, I gave up on that one, because that was clearly the wrong time period. Video Game King says it's probably the Olympic torch. That's a good guess. Or it could be, like, Statue of Liberty torch. I know it's a bit abstract. I know it's not necessarily to scale in that case. But... Let me see 776 BC. Proton John says ancient Greece. By Jove, I think I lucked into it. I'm getting the impression that it's probably pretty easy to, like, fly through this game. If you can just recognize where everything belongs. Unfortunately, the platforming is dog shit. I'm just gonna skip that information block. I'm never gonna learn that factoid, whatever it was. Or this one. That's really mean of the game. Just for confirmation, the athletic contestant, these athletic contests are held as a religious festival in honor of Zeus, ruler gods. Yep, got it. Let's light the Olympic torch. Extra, read all about it. I didn't know ancient Greece had newspapers. Glad I solved that, though. One more. Speedrun for this game is 7 minutes, 25 seconds, says Proton John. Yeah, that's... about what I expected. I'm sorry, they corrected themselves 35 seconds. I'll never forgive you for getting it wrong, for making me look like a fool by saying the wrong time out loud, by being off by a matter of 10 seconds. Fuck. I've picked up an egg. Dinosaur egg. Alright, sold. I sold myself on that. That is to say, I've convinced myself. Fuck this, just run directly to the end. I'm onto this game's tricks. I have figured it out.
Ah, that was the egg that Lincoln laid that held the 14th Amendment within it. We need to beat your ass.
Okay, so I had to stand there and... Okay. I thought it was going to take me to another area because it completely faded out my... Because Mario just, like, went into the shadows, right? Never to be seen again. We're giving new life to these magnificent creatures. Wait, is that to imply... Because
you seeded the past?
Did we... Is this modern day? Because, like, we got a newspaper gun. Again, I don't think they had newspapers in caveman times, or dinosaur times, for that matter. I think we just brought back the dinosaurs.
I think you might have brought the egg past the extinction event. Like, afterwards?
Damn, that's fucked up, Mario. No concern for the space timeline continuity.
What was that movie about, like, a company that took tourists back in time to Jurassic times, and then, like, something fucked up and was causing delayed time ripple effects to change the future to make people into dinosaurs?
Mario Bros. The movie. Magic Meows resubscribed with the message, Mario gonna go back in time and kill Hitler. Yeah, it's that's this door over here. You get the...
So I asked because I think whatever movie I'm describing, I think they made a DS game about it.
Your guess is as good as mine. That's it for Mario's Time Machine. We've seen everything there is to see here, except for the ending, which I'm sure you can find. The speedrun's not very long. Hell, just play it yourself, folks. Get educated, why don't you?
Lord Cabrito says it's Sound of Thunder.
Very good. Closure for you. Ready for the next game?
Absolutely.
We're sticking with Mario. It is Mario's Early Years, the CD-ROM collection, containing Mario's Fun with Letters, Preschool Fun, and Fun with Numbers. This collection was developed and published by the software Toolworks in the year 1994. Each of these individual games originally came out on the SNES, I believe, and DOS. And this is just a compilation that bundles them into one convenient CD-ROM.
Mario's Fun with Letters, Fun with Numbers, and Preschool Misery.
Yeah, the black and white's a weird choice. The monochrome Mario is a strange choice. We're gonna have fun! Not that much fun! This is another one I'm gonna run in DOS. So govern yourselves accordingly. Yes, there we are. Oh, I see Sound Blaster support. I think that means voice acting. That means we're
I know for a fact this has voice acting.
Volume's probably fine. I picked this because I didn't want to play all of these individually. Which one do you want to go with?
Let's work it left to right.
Man, that is some stilted animation, I gotta say.
Here it comes.
I know the SNES had, like, smooth scrolling capabilities, but I didn't know that DOS was this far behind in 1993. You're gonna watch them spell every goddamn letter here.
Cool fun. Cool fun. Oh, I love some school fun. Wait, no. No, I don't like this. No, I want school fun, not preschool. God damn it.
Mr. Taco in chat saying, can't wait for Cass to botch preschool. It's more likely than you think. I think we can pick between Mario and Peach. I'll pick Peach.
I like animals.
We're going to Sing Song World. Pick a song so we can sing and dance together.
I didn't know Peach spoke with the voice of the choir.
One of her many talents. I probably need to lower that in the mix a little bit.
We're going to sing Old MacDonald Had a Farm.
Oh god, we're gonna get copyright struck for this.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Do we interact with this?
His farm he had some cats, E-I-E-I-O.
No, because my mouse is trapped in the bottom quadrant of the screen here. I think this is just,
I was hoping this was gonna be like a rhythm game, right? They say, oh, McDonald, on this farm he had a cat, and then you had to click the cat every time it said with a, and then you click on it, right? Meow, meow.
Look at Farmer Mario here. You're bearing the lead here. We have an old man Mario from the future.
I didn't even track that as
Also,
Mario.
how's he crossing his leg that way? That's not how you... Oh, that's as much of that as I can take.
I'm doing it in real life right now. It's not comfortable, but you could.
Little teapot.
Oh, I think these are all the sing-alongs.
Yes, see, they did say we went to Sing Song Island, which I thought it was going to be Anima Island.
My handle here in my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout.
I may see a doctor about that, Mario.
Hear me out.
Cameo from Felix the Cat.
Yeah, that was the entire song, yes.
Yeah, I'm looking for something a little more interactive. I know,
Yeah.
call me spoiled, call me conceited.
Okay,
but
what about the shapes?
We're going to Shape World.
I'm a little circle, round and red.
Although now I'm curious about the upper left, because that looks like a coloring book to me. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, click the shape. Click the square.
You found the square.
There you go.
You picked the square.
I clicked Luigi.
Who picked a square twice?
Choose the rectangle.
Great.
You chose the rectangle.
That's my favorite Mario character right there.
Show me the triangle.
Show me the triangle.
Good choice. You
Same character, different voice.
triangle. Show me the square.
Are we building like a tangram?
Do you think this will turn into something? That this will become a piece of art?
I like your choice.
Choose the
He just goes out. Oh, that's hot.
That one really caught me off guard. That one really,
You found it.
You picked the circle.
We're all these guys in the Mario universe. Oh my god, that's Shape Tween.
Well, we did sort of make a shape. Oh, God, what's taking so long?
I want to do another. I want to do another of these.
Choose the
Okay, you can click to skip the animations, mercifully.
I like your choice.
circle. Choose the square.
I support your decision.
Let me see what happens if I get it wrong. Piranha Plant comes out, it's like, you fucked up! You fucked up for the last time!
You picked the triangle. Show me the square.
Boo. No punishment.
Good for you. You picked the square.
He starts slow clapping.
You found it.
Find the triangle.
All right, what are we making? What do you think we made here?
S'mores.
Works for me.
You picked
That's the square of chocolate, that's the marshmallow. Yeah, I can sort of see it. I kind of get what they're going for there. All right, how do I get out of here?
Like that. All right, what? God, world is our oyster. What is that one?
This one.
going to Body World. Pick a
Body World. Ooh.
Mario and move like he moves.
Confront me.
Oh, the sun's giving me the wink.
Bear a witness to me. Ooh. Yeah, click on him. Click on his body parts.
I wanted to say hi, I didn't want to be rude. I wanted to say hi to everyone in the room first.
Touch your hair.
All right, chat, touch your hair. Play along at home.
Wrinkle your nose.
All right. My mustache.
Pinch your cheeks.
Don't use your hands.
Wiggle your ears.
Can you wiggle your ears?
Absolutely fucking not.
Nope, can't do it.
Undo your buttons. Take off your shoes.
Clap your hands.
Not for free.
Stick out your stomach.
I feel like I've learned a lot about Mario in these past couple minutes.
Wrinkle your nose.
I'm trying to click his mouth.
A little, yeah, it's a little below the nose.
Touch your chin.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not saying a fucking word.
Wink your eye.
I feel like this is a good frame in there we use something.
Getting the fuck out of here. Never thought I'd interact with Mario in those ways.
What's if the
Listening world. When you're ready, wake Louise.
Yeah,
I'm honestly more interested in the comedy and tragedy masks. Ooh, now this is what I want. I want animals.
Well, if Luigi could get his ass up.
Choose the picture which makes this sound. Listen.
Great.
Wrong. Pictures don't make sound. They're visual pieces of media.
The picture which makes this sound. Listen.
I think I know that one.
I've heard a horse make that sound before.
I've made that sound before.
You chose the cow.
Do you have the same compulsion that I do?
The picture which makes
Where,
this sound.
one sec.
Listen.
Where if you see a cow, you just gotta go, cow. You gotta point at it like,
You did
cow.
Yeah, I do the same thing with punch buggies. Remember that old
The picture which makes
punch buggy yellow, punch buggy blue?
I've heard of that, but I've never played Punch Buggy. Granted, like, I was,
Good.
my sibling is much older than I, so there's probably the age gap in which Punch Buggy was a thing you could play in the back of the car.
Alright, and that's all the animals that exist, so there's... Huh. Now, I was curious to see what sound some of these make, what the sound of a human child might be. I'm gonna look at the tragedy and comedy.
Click the picture that makes this sound. Oh god, there's a shark in the water, run!
Now, would that be the shark or the lifeguard? Or...
That would be the well, might be the lifeguard, might be the
When
people.
you're ready, wake Luigi up and help him find things that are different.
Oh my god, it's like we're back to Professor Pac-Man. You gotta spot the differences.
Oh, I know it. Okay.
This is a busy-ass background, by the way.
The things that are the opposite of full.
Opposite of full.
Super! You found the one which is empty. It is the opposite of full. Pick
I saw this video
the opposite
today
of full.
that was talking about how if you use ChatGPT to make images and stuff,
The one
it cannot,
empty.
or it has an inordinate amount of trouble making a full glass of wine. Like, if you tell it to make a glass of wine that is like full to the brim of wine, it'll keep making glasses that are like half full. And then if you say that is half full, make a full glass, it'll do the ChatGPT thing saying, "Oh, you are so correct, and I am so wrong. That was a glass that was half full. Let me make you an image that is absolutely 100% the one you want," and then it does it again.
Of course.
And the video was just talking about, like, kind of, hey, why is it that ChatGPT cannot make a full-ass glass of water? And the answer is...
Because it's a pessimist.
Yes. Also, the answer is fairly obvious, is that there's not enough, like, information within its database to know what a overflowing glass of wine is. But in the video itself, like the way the guy was interacting with ChatGPT and some of the language he was using, does that sort of thing where it's like, I think you're giving like large language models like way too much credit in terms of how much thinking they're doing. And like trusting the process of when it says like, I'm doing this and that and that, when like it's just making shit up. Also, I'm glad that wasn't the racist version.
I think that might be this one.
Sing 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed.
Yep.
5 little monkeys jumping.
Folks, if you don't know the origins of this one, don't ruin it for yourself.
Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no.
Now, do you think someone could record this, post it on YouTube in the year 2014 or 15, and take off on kids' YouTube with this?
I was about to say, because I remember seeing these with like 5 Hulks jumping on the bed.
Yes.
3 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head.
This is very dangerous. I mean, after the monkey number 5 took a header, I'd stop jumping personally.
2 little monkeys jumping.
Let alone waiting for 4 and 3 and 2 to knock themselves out.
His head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Those 4 monkeys on the floor, like, no, don't do it! Don't do it!
Then bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
NAN monkeys jumping on a bed.
-1.
We're going to sing
He looks so angry.
my shoes. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3,
Pay attention, folks. I know so many of you in chat probably slip your sneakers on.
pick up 6, 7,
You should do it the right way.
lay them.
Freddy's coming for you.
10, a big fat hen.
Well, show us the. Oh, thank you.
Now I say,
more
boy,
than-
I say, boy. That's some awfully fine
Look at
counting
that.
you did there.
Look at that lovely rendered dog there.
We're
Like, it's so much more realistic.
this old man.
Sing this song whenever you see an old man.
He played 1, he played knick-knack on my thumb. With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old
Oh my god, that dog just demolished that bone. It ingested it. That's not what you're supposed to do with it.
I used to go rescue princesses and jump on turtles.
paddywhack.
Now all I do is feed, like, the scraps of Koopas to my ravenous dog.
This old man, he played 3, he played knick-knack on my knee. With a knick-knack,
I think this is the most animation we've seen.
this old man came rolling home. This
I need to get ready for my role in Mario Party 28.
on my
I'd love to retire, but...
paddywhack, give a dog
Yeah, my contract says for life.
came rolling home.
I should have taken up smoking.
He played 5, he played knick-knack on my hive. With a knick-knack,
Knick-knack on
How
my
many numbers are
hive?
there?
this old man came rolling home.
Just 5. Alright, let's wander away from here, never to see it again.
And that was only preschool.
Nope, I quit preschool and went to Fun with Numbers
never
at some
mind.
point for those last few. You get the idea, though. You can see all these things effectively the same. Same intro for all of them, too, which is... The what is wet? The what is wet? I think that's going to do it for
Hit.
Mario's early...
Hit.
Hit?
I just want to see what hit is.
We're going to Building World. Make sounds with us.
Dog.
Duh. Guh. Now you say it.
Okay. Duh. Guh.
Guh.
Duh.
Oh, hey. Oh, that's such a cute. Duh. Aw. Guh. Can I pet him? Sorry, I learned how to speak like you teach a parrot.
Let's see if they spell Bowser. Oh, what a cop-out! Fuck off. That's
Oh, no, Mitt Bowser, like Mitt Romney.
This game's dead to me. If they're not gonna tell me how to spell Bowser, then there's just no point in playing any more of that. We still have more games to go, by the way. So we should probably get on that, shouldn't we? Including our next game, Sonic Schoolhouse. A little break from Mario, finally. We get to a different mascot, as was the theme of this night, ostensibly. This is Sonic Schoolhouse. This was released in the year 1996, specifically October 18th, 1996, if the date here is to be believed. Developed by BAP Interactive and published by Sega Entertainment. You ever played this one before?
No, but I've seen the horror game version of this.
Very good. At the start. This one I have to launch a virtual machine for. And also for the next one, I think. So I'm probably just going to keep this machine on between games here. Bear with me, folks.
We're being asked to pick the monkey.
Yeah, of the selectable characters of the characters you can pick here. Go ahead, tell me I need to do a scan disc. I dare you. No, there we go. Let's put the disc in too, just to be extra certain that we're doing this correctly. Sonic releases. Here we go. Auto run. Absolutely gonna have to dial this volume in.
I'm Sonic. Click on me for help.
I need help, Sonic. I need all the help I can get.
Hi there. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. You're going to play in my schoolhouse. If you've ever got a problem, find me and I'll help. Right over
I'll
there.
beat some ass.
Character. Just
If you get bullied,
try it if you don't believe me.
I'll spin dash him.
Between your keyboard and a joystick.
How many times have I said beat ass tonight?
There's a little box where you can choose your own name. If you're not sure how to do it, ask a grown-up. That's what they're for. If you
Yeah, that and nothing else.
click on the stick man. The traffic light lets you move through my schoolhouse. Click on green to get started.
Alright, I think we get the idea.
Okay. Yeah, we were asked to check out animations if possible. I don't know if they all happen when you... There we go. Oh, horrendous.
Sounds like Bugs Bunny, that one. Now, when's the last time we've seen these Sonic characters? When's the last time they did cameos in the comics?
See, I think there was supposed to be DLC for Sonic Mania, but...
Alright. It's monkey time.
I think the pig is more disturbing, honestly.
Yeah, that's my go. That's my pick.
Oh, apparently you picked the elephant.
Well, shit. Will let me pick again? Will let me... There's one last look at these animations.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Alright, let's go. Well, I probably get to pick the grade level there. I'll also go with whatever the default here is. That's Sonic.
Click on the doors with letters or numbers to enter a classroom.
Here's some key art from some various Sonic games.
Yeah, Sonic Spinball, the best of this era.
Quite the operation you have here, Sonic. Quite the schoolhouse. Ah, there's our guy.
There he is. Now, I feel like... Is that... Wait, was that 2 Sonic Spinball pieces of art?
Well, it's clearly, like...
Robotnik.
Yeah, cartoon robot.
But I mean, on the other wall, like, if you turn left now, or just turn all the way around. Yeah, that's the same Sonic Spinball thing on 2 walls.
So nice. We got to see it twice, thrice even.
Anyway.
Math, reading...
Or math or reading.
Oh,
or
spelling. Let's do some reading, why don't we?
Get ready for...
Oh God, how'd you... Well, fastest thing alive, I guess.
Yeah.
When I went to school, I remember the Sonic posters on the wall that says "Click me for help." So I feel like, you know, Baldi's Basics, right? That
I sure
joke
do.
horror game. I feel like, you know, that has a lot to owe to Sonic Schoolhouse in particular in terms of its visual style.
Flag.
But I was thinking yesterday, I would like to see a fan version of like Baldi's Basics that is just an educational game. Like, I want to see someone take that game, take out all of the horror stuff,
And just play it straight. Yeah.
just play it completely straight. There's still a lot of stuff you could.
Robotnik. Watch out for Dr. Robotnik.
He doesn't have anything to take from me.
He smells. No, I feel there's a lot of stuff you could leave in Baldi's Basics, and while still making it not a horror game, and just be educational.
I believe you. I don't play or fuck with those things at all, so that stuff all passed me by. Okay, I need to find a cat. The goal here, in case folk haven't intuited, I know it's very complex. I know folk weren't expecting to have to learn on this stream. I think that's going to be a cat. It is to match things with the words on the chalkboard, you see.
Incorrect. That was a calico.
Correct. Good job.
I will take that.
He will get you through one locked door.
Can you
In short
escape my
time,
school?
Your fate will be sealed, Superman.
See, that's an appropriate use to solve my maze. Alright, I have a dog. Is anything here? Does anything here take dog? I know one of them said girls.
There's plain and girls.
What the fuck is girls gonna be?
There.
There. Girls, girls, girls. Where are we going?
No, it's to down there, yeah.
Great answer.
Cake.
What's your favorite cake song?
What's the song I would actually know by them?
The Distance. He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
Yeah, it's the only cake song I know, so...
you might also know, Short Skirt and Long Jacket.
Oh, I remember them advertising that song on, like, MTV, and they had, like, the pause in that song, so people would be like, is that the whole song? And then they would continue to play the song and be like, oh, no, I see what you did there. And I'm like, wow.
They also did a cover of I Will Survive, that definitely sounds like Cake did a cover of I Will Survive, and their addition to it is to add the word fuck.
Brilliant. Gotta find a car. We've already collected a key and an excuse to go to the playground, so that's a good start, I think. See, these are the educational bits, and then what you learn from these, you take with you on school field trips and other outings. I would like to get to some of those.
Correct. Good job.
Magic Meows.
Earned a field trip with that.
I guess
Pen.
we earned a field trip.
That's good.
Magic Meow says, I heard that Bare Naked Ladies recently did a cancel culture song.
Finally, they called out for being naked this whole time. I'm looking for a plane, by the way. Ah!
Plane.
I found it. Which room was it in again? Oh, right. Was it in a room at all?
Smart answer.
The sun. I know this is fucking riveting, by the way. I'm trying to speed through this as quickly as I can to get to the good stuff, if such a thing exists in this game.
Oh, gotta go on our field trip. Also, I love the cockroach, just like...
Watch out for Dr. Robotnik.
The real-looking cockroach. Just in case anyone has a phobia.
Hey, Sonic, help me out here. Where's the sun?
Now, you do have a key to get you through one locked door for free.
That would be a waste, though, wouldn't it? I'm about to give up, huh? I'm about to, Okay, we've been there. We've been here. Been most everywhere.
I can't... It's... Oh, jeez. It's probably the fact that, I have seen a horror game version of this, but I can't help but...
That pass will get you into the schoolyard for a game.
I can't help but feel like there's something nefarious happening here.
Nah, these are all innocent enough. I mean, they're developed completely cynically. In fact, they're the opposite of innocent. In fact, if you really think about it, these things are actually insidious.
I just mean in this school. That there's something nefarious happening here. Tell me I'm wrong. Look at his face. You can go play games. You can take a field trip.
I'm gonna play games. Oh wow, what a selection. We have 2 of them.
Click on either gate to play a game.
Great. I was hoping you would explain what the games are, but...
Ready for a Sonic adventure.
I was maybe a bit optimistic.
They called their shot years early.
Grab all the rings you need. Watch for Robotnik and his friends. Have fun.
Friends?
Solved.
Not like...
Let's go back to school.
that's your state mandated recess for the day.
That's wild. And that's the worst part, is that we have to see that at the end.
Now, what's your field trip? Go on a field trip.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Wait, that's you on the bus.
Click on one of my friends to go for a visit. Click on the buttons over the window to find out more about whoever you're visiting. Click on the red light when you're ready to go back to school. Now buckle up.
I'm never clicking on the red light.
Click on the buttons over the window to find out more about whoever you're visiting.
Oh god, sounds like there's a car crash.
Pigs were domesticated in China.
Oh, look at them.
1,000 years ago.
Look at those ears.
It means we live around people like you, and those people take care of us. Now you find us all over the world.
Oh,
look at that big guy.
I would love to have a pig. There's such a pain to take care of, but I would love to have a pig.
You'd be amazed at all the different things I can eat. I eat like a... Well, okay, I eat like a pig. I'll eat most anything you put in front of me. I can even use my snout to dig in the dirt and come up with food.
Well, don't brag about it.
Pigs can find truffles. Truffles are
like... Oh, drink the water.
Only better.
I know someone who owns a big-ass pig.
You can train a pig.
Keeps it in the house. They're very lucky. Pigs are very smart.
I love that video of the pig who's like sleeping under a blanket, and like the person kind of like puts a cookie on the bed, and the nose just starts like sniffing a little bit, and the pig crawls out.
The nose knows.
Okay, one animal I do want to definitely see is the rabbit.
Because we're adaptable like humans. In fact, we're closer to you than any other animal. We have hands that we use to swing in trees.
How does that make you feel?
Kind of makes you question things, doesn't it?
That means it closes over our palms.
Heard it gives some of y'all an existential crisis.
How difficult your life would be if you didn't have a thumb. Try to go 15 minutes without using your thumb, and you'll see how important it is.
I could easily go 15 minutes without using my thumb. I sleep a lot.
All right, let's see the rabbit.
Buttons over the window.
Some rabbits are lucky and live with people as pets.
This is a present from me to you.
Thanks, Tag, for subscribing, just so you don't have to watch ads.
Nice holes that someone else has already built.
Hey, you know, it's a thought that counts.
We usually come out of our holes at night or early in the morning to look for food. Since we don't...
Stop kicking yourself. Stop kicking yourself.
To protect us, we have to sneak around a lot and avoid the bigger, meaner animals.
There's this video I saw. I watch a lot of animal videos.
Yes,
there's this video I saw of like There's a rabbit, and there was like a roll of toilet paper, and the rabbit was kind of stiff in the roll of toilet paper, and it grabbed it in its mouth and kind of threw it in the air, and then did a spinning drop kick on it and just shot it across the room.
Snowy areas to hot deserts.
I like the theme song for rabbits here in Sonic Schoolhouse.
Places. Indigenous means that you grow up somewhere naturally.
I would love to have a rabbit as a pet, but they're unfortunately, short-lived.
I'm going back to the schoolhouse.
Same with possums. I would love to have a possum as a pet, but they only live like 2 years.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I think we've been educated to the fullest extent that Sonic's capable of educating us. Pause. Game paused. Go!
Actually, wait. I'm Headful says, now where's the one about hedgehogs? Yeah, you should have been able to learn about hedgehogs.
Oh yeah, you totally can't do that, I don't think. That's totally not there.
Would that break the kayfabe of what Sonic is?
That must. Let me see this other game. We worked so hard to get that token for it.
Turn over the question marks and match the statues you find.
Okay.
Oh, it's concentration.
Oh, there's Knuckles.
Let's learn about echidnas. Click on the video. Actually, no, stop. Don't click on the video. Learn about echidnas. No.
No tails. That's fucked up. Alright, let's see how quickly I can solve this. No, wait. I say that and I immediately fuck up. One.
Okay. Sonic is in the top left. And that's the lamppost. Just that one.
Good match. Good match. You've made all the matches. That's pretty clever.
Fun game, right? What a prize. What a reprieve from the learning.
Lasted like 5 times as long as the other game.
That's true. Okay, now we've seen everything there is to see in Sonic Schoolhouse. Though you could change the grade level. Give me a 4th grade recess, please.
Yeah, I play at a 4th grade level.
And I'm sure those are great for if you want to dial it in. But
my son's only 6, but he knows how to play Foursquare at a 5th grade level. I think we're gonna send him to college early.
I like that we're top of the credits here. I appreciate that. Yeah, that'll do it for Sonic Schoolhouse.
You know how credits in games will sometimes have at the end, like, and you for playing? Like, really, you should be at the top of the list. You're the most important person in this game. You played it, right? Fuck everyone else.
It is not letting me. It did not like the fact I tried to skip the credits. Because it is stuck on it now. And that's unfortunate because I need this VM for the next game we gotta play. Let's try. There we go. End task. Alright, cool. Oh, did it reverse my left and right click too? Weird things happening in VMware land. Let's duck that out just briefly so I can load up the slide for the next game, which will be Mario Teaches Typing 2. We finally got to it. We're finally getting there, folks. This is the one y'all thought Mario Teaches Typing 1 was. For those of you who have been here since the beginning of the show.
Now, is this the first one or the second one of Charles Martinet?
I think this might be the first. By the way, it's released in 1996, developed by Brainstorm on behalf of Interplay. You know, because I like to get that bookkeeping out of the way. Hide that. Show the VM again. Or wait, do I have this one in... You know, it's occurring to me, I may not have installed this one. Let me put the disk in and let me double check that. Behind the scenes, things are happening. Alright, disk image in. Mario 2.
Oh, Charles... Huh. Actually, Charles Martinet was in the original Mario Teaches Typing.
Oh, no shit. Was he also in that...
I didn't recognize his voice.
Was he in that Activity Fun Center game? Or like
Game Gallery.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know if he was in Game Gallery first or Teaches Typing 2 first. But no, Game Gallery came out before Teaches Typing 2.
Forfeit. I forfeit this registration. Oh my god. Are you happy? There.
Pop quiz. What was Charles Martinet's first video game role?
Don't ask me.
Police Quest, open season.
This looks like bootleg box art for like an MSX version of Super Mario Bros. Or something.
Hello, it's me, Mario. Thank you for starting me up.
Thank you for turning me on.
Do I dare? Oh, thank God he has nothing else to say.
Where do you get him to talk that anymore? Isn't there like a screen where he'll just blabber?
Well, let's start. I'll play as the princess again, even though she's missing her brooch. Oh, I didn't get a chance to enter my name. I guess I'll be the nameless one. Wow, this is some horrible UI, can I just say? That everything happening here, I don't know what any of these options mean. Let's do a timed evaluation test.
That might be stuff like for the teacher or something.
Oh, double type. Or double space.
Also, I think that Mario head on the start is based on, like, the Mario head they use for trade shows or something.
Yes.
Like, they would have Charles in the back doing, like, the voice and making the motions and stuff. And he would just, like, ad-lib when people came to talk.
Yeah, and they would update in real time. It was very impressive, and then to bring it to this. God, that double space is gonna fuck me up every time. The percent... Who's supposed to remember where the percent fucking button is? There we go. Key or the et key. Be hard pressed to find.
Now, you know, my favorite Charles Martinet role was when he plays Dracula in that trade show video for ECAD systems.
Oh, yeah.
And he raps.
Oh my god, where is this key on the keyboard? Oh, 6.
What are you looking for? The carrot? Okay, yeah.
Wow, if you ever think where holes in my typing game.
If you ever think where is that key on the keyboard, it is on the numero.
This lesson, you will have a good idea of what you need to learn. The young boy looked up at the sky and said, "Wow, look at the pretty rainbow." Nobody else was there to see the pretty rainbow, so no one believed him. This is a variation on the boy who cried wolf, you see. The end to get the pot of gold from... Does this ever end? Is it timed?
I think it's timed. If it's anything like the last one, it's you have 3 minutes left if you want to.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, nope. Hey Mario, I think it's right in the time of our death.
Philip CDI, eat your heart out.
I have to assume that the spell is going to be trivia about 1930s movies.
The magical typewriter will self-destruct into pieces. Oh no, Mario doesn't know how to type. He's a fucking idiot. He really needs our help. At least they're not too far from each other.
Did it shit on him when it exploded?
Well, now, why would I learn from Mario? Dude can't type. Oh, we're gonna help him become a better typist. Okay, that makes sense. So, failure in advertising, calling this Mario teaches typing. He ain't teaching us shit.
Horrifying.
Last thing you see before you die. Well, it certainly got a lot more elaborate in this game versus the previous one.
I don't know what it is, but it's mine now.
Nice nose ring.
Good job finding the first piece of the magical typewriter.
I mean, granted, it was 5 feet in front of you. It's your fault it broke in the first place, but...
Water!
It's a shame they can't jump.
That. Good thing he's wearing the snorkel so you can breathe in all that water.
I never got the point of snorkels. I mean, once you go underwater, aren't you just...
Well, it's for when you're, like right below the surface of the water.
I wonder if it's skipping ahead. I wonder if because we qualified on the typing test, it's skipping segments of the game for us right now.
I didn't know if you were just like, if you pulled up like a long play on YouTube or something at this point. Oh, that looks like a lumpy touch animation right here. What it's doing?
Go team.
You can help too. All right, next cutscene.
Huh? What? Whoa!
Okie dokie. Now we go to the advanced level. Watch out for falling rocks. Scary.
All right, is the game not running correctly on?
No, I think it was a thing where it was meant to skip the ones that we qualified for already. So we're in the advanced level now. We did too good during the assessment, and it this looks awful fucking similar, by the way, right? As far as the actual like levels here,
there are 9 planets. Actually, no, they did this again so they can update the correct amount of planets.
Keys such that your left hand fingers are placed on the A through F keys.
I didn't know if you noticed, there was another block that was rising off to the right with a % sign on it.
No, I did not know because I was focused entirely on the typing. At least we're playing as Peach this time, so it's slightly different. Your thumbs should be placed. Well, I can't use my thumbs. I'm doing that experiment. Try going 15 minutes without your thumbs that the monkey recommended. So, the little lad's sister. Ugh.
Oh, I hate the numbers, the letter 0. God, I need to go back to Sonic Schoolhouse.
Check. Oh, it's case sensitive. Of course it is. I thought I could get away with it. Now, is this timed again, or...
I have a feeling that this is going to be based on time and not, like, you reach the end of the castle. Now, in the first game, it was 5 minutes, but the last test you did was 2 minutes.
They had me do a double space after a colon, and the first letter was still lowercase. So that's not grammatically correct.
Yeah, I don't think they figured out English by this point in history.
Sad clowns make jolly good friends. I don't know if that's true. Oh my god, I am fucking up left and right now. Let's see.
Have we just forgotten about Sally at this point? Do we not care about that anymore?
Yeah, we gave up on that thread. Leave me hanging here. At least I can show how fast I can type now. Which is not very at all.
And how many errors you can get. I'll grant you on those errors. The double spacing thing. We already did this. We ran through the entire script again. In record
Just that
time.
fast. We've crossed the 3-minute threshold.
Yeah, do you want to commit to the next 2 minutes to see if this ends?
Well, yeah, there should be an ending, presumably. Now we're in the castle. So, yeah, I'm kind of committed at this point.
But, like, there were 3 pieces of the typewriter, right? I think we only have 1.
No, I think we collected all 3, and it just accidentally skipped some of those cutscenes. I think that was a error in loading the scenes. But I do believe we qualified to get here. Sally...
Now, I don't think you were paying attention the first time about Sally. Let's go through the story again.
There will be a quiz later. And fuck's sake.
Now, Mario is not learning how to type better in this process. This is Peach. So I think he's going to be still unprepared to deal with the spell at the end.
I just realized it pauses the timer every time it's doing one of those animations, transition between the 2 screens that exist here. So the strat is actually to linger on this screen. Fig trees of the sawmill. Yeah, it's... They really should have come up with more script for this, honestly.
Johnny Baggett asks, was Typing of the Dead the first real fun version of this kind of game?
There's maybe fun mini games in some of those Mavis Beacon teaches typing ones. I mean, there would have had to have been for them to have been successful as they were.
I don't remember what typing teaching program they tried to get me to do in elementary school. It must have been pretty dry.
Place your hand. I think this is where it's going to.
You should place your hands on Sally in such a way that Jack...
Shut up! I'm spacing out again, looking at the... there we go. Thank God.
That was great. Want to try again?
No end to the story? Oh wait, is it begin next level is the next?
Hello there. Are you ready to type? Good. Then let's go.
No. No, we're out. It's just this bit harder now.
How would one escape from this? I'm pressing escape and it's does not seem to be recognized.
Look at the... No, never mind. That's not...
Trying every key. I can't believe it's not escape. That seems like a fuck up.
Does your error thing go up when you hit escape? No? Okay. Huh. I don't know.
I think that's going to do it for Mario Teaches Typing too. I think there's 7 minutes and 40 seconds, if I recall correctly, of 3D Mario Head to talk at you, to talk you through it. It's driving me nuts that I can't figure out how to.
Oh, see, there's the... Type that. Type it. Whoa!
Huh? What the fuck was that? Was that like a bonus if you notice it?
Yeah. I'm glad we saw that.
How do I... Alt F4. Ah, there we go. They expected you to know Alt F4 to get out of that. That's wild. All right, let's see if Mario.
Okie dokie, princess. It's your turn to type. When I kiss the princess, I'ma get light-headed.
Inappropriate, Mario. Yes, I would like to quit. No, he doesn't say goodbye to us. What a shame. I was hoping there would be like one last message, one last sign off from 3D Mario Head before he was to reappear again in Mario 64. And we haven't seen him since. What a sadness. Let me close out of this VM in the background. And then we can move on to our penultimate game of the night. Rayman Brain Games. That's right. Rayman got in on the edutainment genre at a point in the year 2001, but that's not actually accurate. I believe... So this game here is a compilation of games that released for PC between like 1997 and like 98, 99, 2000, somewhere in that range. And then they combined them into this compilation for the PS1.
Yes. This predates when Ubisoft eventually dropped Rayman and made Rabbids de-educational games.
Oh yeah, and then Rayman became an adults-only character, all the way from AC to AO, doing crack off a cow's ass or whatever they had him doing in that that shitty show that people pretended was good.
Captain Laserhawk or something.
Yeah, just with a name like that, it can't possibly be any. Okay, Rayman Brain Games. We're gonna leap and learn with Rayman. You ready for this?
Let's go.
If you're specifically ready for this because I'm taking a break. I'm all typed out.
Okay.
Let's make sure.
I don't think this one involves typing.
Let me dial this damn volume in. So you selected level 1 from the 3 levels on the title screen?
I didn't know what I was selecting. Just like, is that difficulty or is that like literally level 1?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hey, you know what game sucks?
He's done. Wait, what?
You know what game sucks?
Are you gonna say Rayman?
Yeah, the original Rayman. But boy, howdy, they sure re-released that thing a million fucking times for no reason.
Did you have file? Did you have a save date on here?
Apparently, the answer is yes.
Oh, always check the option. You know, this game doesn't do the children's game thing that most PS1 games did, where they read you out loud what the options are when you hover over them.
That's true.
Action fist jump. These are wild controls for that sort of thing. All right, there we go. That's better. Default jump on square. Okay, I guess you didn't have a save.
I guess not.
I better make use of all these letters. Oh, that's on a hair trigger.
There's a lot of letters to get through. Very good. You know how to spell your own name. I'm so impressed.
Here we are, Rayman.
I'd like that choice.
If you want to get in shape before you face your challenges, go to Batilla's garden to practice. She's waiting for you there. If you're ready to leave right now in search of the lost...
Demo for what, like X3?
Then go ahead and cross the river. At each new challenge, Batilla and I will be there to help you. Good luck.
I'm going to assume you know how to play Rayman, so you can skip all the tutorial
Practice
shit.
using your fist. Well, I mean, I don't know the maracas rockets, but you know what? How hard could it be?
Ready for some numeral recognition?
As long as there's no number 7. I just don't like it.
We are in the Blue Mountains. I hope you know your numbers inside out. My voice will go with you on this journey to test your number knowledge.
Isn't this the bad guy?
To do is go to my hat, and I'll...
Well, all teachers are villains in a kid's mind.
4. Then you have to find that number somewhere along the path and continue in the same direction. You need to be an expert at finding
Rayman is checked out.
so that you can escape Boulder Bonsai and continue your quest to retrieve the book.
To be clear, I'm not playing.
That was all just cutscene. That was all.
Yes. Hands off the controller. Rayman was just doing stuff. Soulstuff says, nah, this is the guy with the shop and the minigames. I thought it turned out like he was the bad guy in disguise.
Indicated by the number that you hear me say. 4.
But wait, I would have gotten a bonus if I went up to 5, though.
No, you gotta go up that way. Look.
Oh.
See, let me go ahead and spoil. This is what the game is. It seems to be this ad infinitum.
7.
Alright, do you at least know what the number 7 looks like?
Yes, I hate it. I don't think I explained what I meant when I said I hate the number 7.
No, you really didn't.
5.
It's just that for whatever reason, when I'm doing like math, numbers like with like multiplying by 7 or like adding by 7, like that's harder for me for some reason. Like it takes longer for me to do math for like 9s. I can do 9s easy.
Get that P.
2s.
And then I totally talked over what, because I was so mad about you missing the power up.
Follow the path.
Oh my god, my microphone just fell over. And you have to start over. Everything's falling apart right now.
Also, you talked over the number. Oh, it was just 4 again. It's the same.
Well, good luck figuring this out. I'm gonna get my microphone back up.
Alright.
Be funny, vamp.
Alright. Anyway, yeah, I'm just bad at math when it comes to the number 7 for whatever reason.
7.
Like, especially like my multiplication tables. I find all the other numbers easier. Pro Striker does say multiplying by 7 and 9 was hard for me. He's like, okay, like 9 I could...
5.
9 was easier for me just because, like, you know that every number in a multiple of 9 adds up to 9. So, like, 81.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get at all what you're... I never did multiplication tables. Maybe that was the thing.
Where is this fucking...
9.
You missed the P again. How do you fuck that up twice?
Because it appears late. It appears when you're on the way down. It wasn't always there. There we go.
11.
Riveting shit, I know, this game.
He looks like he's marking his territory.
He looks like a wolf in a Tex Avery cartoon seeing a pretty lady.
A wolf!
14.
By the way, I'm gonna kill y'all in chat. If this becomes math chat, if y'all are posting numbers and shit, and in multiplication tables, nerds.
Yeah, this is education night.
That's no excuse.
I was also talking about multiplication tables. I'm gonna defend chat on this one.
17.
This is the game, huh?
Yeah.
But we gotta do it to progress, right?
You would assume so, assuming this ever ends. Oh, some combat, maybe. Hit that thing.
Hold on, let me...
See, it's almost like gameplay.
Yeah, it's like you're playing a very simple version of Rayman, but before you can do that, you have to know what the number 14 is.
18.
Remember how they converted Rayman to the Game Boy Color?
Kinda?
They did. It's a thing. You can go play that. It's
because part of it is I just know that Rayman was literally on everything.
Yes, there's definitely a Game Boy Advance version as well, but I think there is a Game Boy Color version. Now I want a Game Boy Color version of this. I want a Game Boy Color version of Rayman Brain Games. They'll have to incorporate some of that voice technology, some sampled speech for it, but I believe in them.
Follow the path indicated by the number that you hear.
What do you mean? Again? I just beat the... Oh. New rule.
6.
New rule.
2.
Oh, God.
13.
At least this is moving slightly faster. At least this level is picking up the pace somewhat.
I have to say, though, this is the most fun I've been having with the game.
16.
It would have been me if there was 16 and 60 right there.
10.
This is where I look at this, and this one is particularly egregious to me. 19.
Okay.
This whole game, this is maybe the most egregious one of the night to me.
20.
I'd have to look at the list again to remember.
It's either this or Professor Pac-Man, but this sucks.
There we go. I got the P for you.
This is well and truly fucking boring.
Wait, back? Up? No. Just... whatever, sure. More numbers, or are you done with this level? Johnny Bag says, again, I think a kid who can control a platformer like Rayman would be beyond the school level of learning to recognize numbers.
Follow the path indicated by the number that you hear me say. 24.
You know what? The thing that all these games... 28.
Okay.
That all these games suffer is that they never let you know how far you are. They never let you know when it's going to end. And I feel like that would be great incentive for a kid to know when this shit ends, to know like when it's gonna be over. If they're working towards some sort of 30. If they're working towards some sort of reward, right? That you might be able to hook them, engage them for longer if they know that there's like something they're working towards.
Oh, you move slower like this. That's cool. Would you rather play regular Rayman or this?
Oh, that's a good question. This is probably shorter, right?
And not nearly as hard.
I guess I'd take regular-ass Rayman. I guess I would take the real-ass Rayman and not this.
Wait a minute. Give me the checkpoint.
You know, the platforming challenges here are... leave a lot to be desired. The level design, not very inspired.
24.
And then another 4 appears as you're leaving it.
Slime Generator says, maybe this one got on the Jaguar, Atari would still be around today.
Ice physics. Wait, what? Oh. They immediately make you go back and forth.
60. It's kind of hard to tell because the sample rate on the audio is not perfect. So you really can miss here.
What if I just keep going up?
I mean, that's probably the way to go, isn't it?
Well, down seemed like an option.
37.
You play this in difficult mode and try to avoid the hats.
Just guessing. Just pure guessing at a certain point. What number looks good to you? Which of these numbers do you?
Oh, it's bouncy. These are bouncy.
Has this all been one level?
Yes. Please. There we go.
I know levels in Rayman were... Hold on, I'll rewind that.
49.
There you go.
All right.
I know levels in Rayman were pretty long to begin with, but this seems like a bridge too far.
Back up again, huh?
49.
Yeah, 49.
Huh.
And then this opens. And then this opens. Oh, and now it goes up here. What a weird way to do that. Match the numbers that I say to the... Like, I think when I picked, numerical recognition, I picked that as the entire game.
By the number that you hear.
To safely descend the shaft, you will need to hop on one of those big slabs of moving stone. But be careful that you...
Wow.
God damn it.
She's beautiful.
I was trying to find it.
Ahead of you, all will be lost.
Also, definitely didn't hear anything she said because of the notification.
Who gives a fuck? This 18. It's the same shit. This never ends. Maybe it's 80. It's probably 80. Go 80.
All right.
Oh, you see.
14.
See how they're doing it now? Now the thing is constantly moving. Doesn't that just add tension to this? Isn't that exciting?
So wait, if the only benefit is, never mind, they do have things there to block you. I was like, what if we just stood still? But they do have spikes that show up. Yeah, like that. Can I just...
82.
Alright, oh, almost.
Fuck that, I'm giving that to you.
I'm gonna need a little bit more of a rewind. Oh, I was hoping to beat it down.
Well.
That's
the hat.
speedrunning strat. No, I know it's 82.
I want to see the end of this level, but I'm afraid it might not ever happen. I'm afraid this whole thing is just...
Oh, it waited for me.
66.
Oh, they're on the left and right-hand side now.
I didn't get looms for that, though, or whatever they are in this game.
73.
Oh, well
That's
played.
how you do it.
96.
96, damn it was up here. Wait, I don't need... Well, whatever.
Those are only there to slow you down.
81.
Hope it's this one. Yep.
I wonder if these are static every time. I get the feeling they might be. The speedrun for this game is 3 hours and 42 minutes.
Jesus Christ. Is that just the speedrun for the numerical recognition level?
It's a speedrun for the first level of the game. No.
It's going to be numbers. You know it's going to be numbers again. There's no way we...
All the numbers that have the word 5 in their name. And walk over them. But 55.
But the 55. Oh, well, I guess you don't want to hear the rest of my explanation.
That has the number 5 in
so
it.
5...
The numbers that have the word 5 in their name.
Okay, so 50... Got it. The word 5, not the number 5.
Oh, that's a mean trick.
25.
I think he would have explained that if I didn't immediately walk over that first number and cut off his dialogue.
You weren't rushing him along.
I have 300 more seconds to finish this level. You think that'll do it for...
This might be the last one? Who's to say?
15. 57.
He's got the right-hand side of the map to explore now, but yes, if this is not the end, if there's no relief in sight here, then yeah, we'll just move on to the next game. The last game of the night.
Last game. Damn it, I didn't know it was down there when I was trying to land.
Flying jumps, gotta love them. Gotta love when the screen is not zoomed out enough. It's good stuff. probably going to be below you somehow, just so the game can be extra fucking petty and mean.
Huh.
It's incredible how hellish they made the navigate this whole thing.
45.
Again, I was not looking.
No blind jumps.
I think that was probably all of them. I just need to figure out where the exit is.
Find all the numbers that have the word 5 in their name.
Oh, wait.
And walk over them. But be careful to avoid the other numbers.
No.
The exit sign will not appear until you have found all of the numbers.
But I'm pretty sure I found all the... What did you just say?
No idea, but it wasn't where the exit sign is. I can tell you that much for free.
65.
This.
I think I found all of them because I hit
You did.
65 and it went...
Now you need to find the exit sign, Sharky. That's what they said. So, but they're not going to give you any advice or any hint or any clue where the exit sign is, because that'd be too easy.
Well, I obviously haven't gone this way yet. No, well, I guess I kind of have.
I despise this. This whole thing. This is fucking rotten to the core. This is such a tedious waste of time. Fuck this. That's Rayman. That's
right.
Rayman Brain Games. Put this shit in the dumpster where it belongs.
I bet I know where the exit is, though.
You think you know where the exit is?
Yeah. Not that.
Find all the numbers that have the...
Nope.
For the love of God, hit rewind.
No, that's
right.
it. Done. Never touching that ever again. But we do have one more game left to play tonight. We're going to go a little long. Not super long tonight. We're going to jump ahead some years. I think around the time of Rayman Brain Games, they kind of realized, like, okay, maybe we don't need to be sending our video game mascots down to the E-leagues, the edutainment leagues. Maybe we're better off preserving our mascots and their integrity and so on and so forth. Konami didn't get the memo on that. Konami Kids Playground, Frogger, Hop, Skip, and Jumpin' Fun. This is a PS2 game released September 24th, 2007, developed by Imagine Engine, and published by Konami Digital Entertainment. Frogger educational game. Just what the world needed. Yeah, let's get this up and running. I assure you it's loading in the background, folks. No dance pad. Well, I guess I'm going to have to play with a controller.
Yeah.
I granted, I did not look into these at all, so dance pad games, huh?
Is this a rhythm game? Speaking of music, incoming news from like 12 hours ago, but incoming news, you know that new Devil May Cry anime that's coming out?
Yes.
Apparently Evanescence is working on it.
Hell yeah.
They're doing something for it. Okay. Triangle.
Welcome to jumping school. Time to take off your shoes and have some fun.
Well, we missed the screen. How am I supposed to know which of these buttons corresponds to what PlayStation button?
Or stand on the back arrow to visit the playground. Lily says.
I just pressed a D-pad button. I thought I was going to be able to choose between them.
Time to play. Lily says. When I say a color or shape, jump on the mat.
Wow. Shut up. I hate our chat.
She's speaking at like 75% speed.
Yeah, I'm playing as it. Let me try direct.
Choose a new game. Ready to listen?
There we go. I had it on software rendering, which is apparently problematic.
Says, jump on the yellow. Keep going. Lily says, Lily says, Lily says, awesome.
Lily says, Lily says, Lily says.
I didn't say Lily says.
Oh.
Lily says. Terrific! Lily says. Lily says. Lily says. Jump on the circle.
Lila says.
Good listening. I didn't say Lily.
Lily says. No, I said says with a Z at the end.
Job. Jump on the square.
Sick music, though.
You're paying attention. I didn't say Lily says. That was fun. Let's play Lily says again. Lily says.
No.
Jump on the yellow and the blue. Terrific. Lily says. Awesome. Lily says. Jump on the blue.
Lily says, call everyone daddy.
Well done. Lily says. Jump on the blue.
No.
Says.
Wait.
Jump on the square and the circle.
Yeah, some of them are two-parters.
Jump on the yellow. Jump on the red. Caught you.
Fuck that one up.
Lily says. Let's try again. Lily says. Jump on the yellow and the red. Lily says. Jump on the blue. Awesome. Lily says. Jump on the yellow and the blue. Lily
You know what a great idea for theme night is? Entertainment games where they give spoken instructions that we don't want to talk over because we need the instructions in the game.
done. Hey,
Lily says.
listener, aren't you? Let's play again.
In short time, your fate will be sealed, Superman.
Can I not? Lily, can I?
Thanks for playing with me. See you later.
I press select and start to get out of that. That's one of the 3 games.
Hi, welcome to Jumping School. Time to take off your shoes and have some fun. Jump. Hi, welcome to my swampland. Time to
Did we find games?
have some fun.
Oh, we found the fun part.
Welcome to Jumping School. Hi. 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 Welcome to my
There's a playground, there's a jumping school. Do we want to...
Playground.
Take off your shoes. Summer camp. It's time for fun.
Please stop demanding I take off my shoes, Frogger.
Jump on the blue, yellow, or
Let's do Rolling Rapids.
rapids.
Slime Generator says, I was homeschooled with this game as a child. Even now as a 25-year-old, whenever I want to learn something new, I just close my eyes and imagine playing a game of Lily Says with my Lily Tulpa, and it still works.
Yellow pad to swim faster.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
And on the back arrow to choose a new game. Ready to swim? Okay, here we go.
Dunk your dance pad into a bathtub for the full experience.
So you have 3 buttons, basically.
Yes.
Man. So this is the reward for learning.
Hooray! We made it all the way to the end. That was fun. Let's play Rolling Rapids.
My life was in your hands and you did not disappoint.
Yo!
Oh, disappointing. I was hoping you'd get dismembered. By the way, there's 3
this was in
lanes.
Konami's era of like Nano Breaker and stuff. Like this was.
You know, kids have to learn about this stuff sooner rather than later, right? Alright.
Thanks for playing with me. See you later.
Video Game King
Were there
says-
any more Konami Kids Playground games, or was this the only one?
Yeah, there was a few, but they didn't have licensed characters in. This is the one that had a mascot for us to...
Summer camp. Hi, welcome to my
Video Game King asked if this counts as edutainment, so let's go back to the jumping school.
Yeah.
Time to take off your shoes and
Yes, they also had Toy Pals Fun with Numbers, Dinosaurs Shapes and Colors.
fly catch.
That's disgusting looking.
Yellow red pad to catch the flies before the fly traps eat them.
And Alphabet Circus.
Bumblebees. Stand on the back arrow to choose a new game. Ready to catch flies? Okay, here we go.
Frogger, do we catch more with honey than we do with vinegar? I need to know, Frogger.
What are we learning with this one?
That, frogs eat bugs.
I wonder what the flashing dragonfly off to the right is. A multiplier.
Bonus.
Bonus soda. What was that game called?
Soda Drinker Pro.
Okay, let me then ask this question, because this is what I was thinking of. What's the game that's hidden in that game called?
I don't remember, but it's like WarioWare-esque. I mean, that was like the Frog Fraction squeakle, right?
Yeah. No, it wasn't, actually.
It was something else.
Yeah, Frog Fraction sequel was like Glitter Grove something.
Glitterman Grove. That was the original Frog Fraction. No, Frog Fractions was the original Frog Fractions. That's right. It's all coming back to me.
So probably like Vivian something.
SSFSX17 says, this has plug-and-play energy, except the graphics are true original. Yeah. Yeah, I could see this plugging directly into a TV. All these assets are pre-baked, right? Like, nothing's like actually rendering in 3D here. These are all this digitized sprites. So what's keeping them from making a plug-and-play out of this? Besides their own ego.
Okay, Soda Drinker Pro had Vivian Clark. That was the name of the game hidden in there.
Let's play fly catch again.
Let's not, Frogger.
Thanks for playing with me. See you later.
Well, we might as well see what the last of the quote-unquote educational games, the Jumping School games here is. Then maybe one more pleasant diversion, and then we're fucking done with this. Froggy Fireworks. Hey, do you think it's going to be another game where you press 3 buttons?
Yeah. I mean, every one of these games has to be played with a dance pad, so.
The faster you jump, the more fireworks you'll see. Stand on the back arrow to choose a new game. Ready to fire? Okay, here we go.
I don't think this one's particularly educational. I'm going to be honest.
All right, so what are we learning?
How to button mash. Maybe this wasn't an edutainment game after all. Maybe this one...
What was this one? Well, didn't you pick this in the school category, or did you switch back over to games?
This is school. This is learning.
That was fun. Let's play Froggy Fireworks again.
Let's not.
Thanks for playing with me. See you later.
Ay, ay, ay. One more. You tell me which one looks the most...
Hi, welcome to my swampland.
Let's go to...
Do you think any of these are just classic Frogger?
Jump on the blue, yellow, or red.
Probably not, but let's check out Carnival in the Woods. Or not.
I missed...
It's time to play at the Bayou Romp. Jump on the blue... Hi, the Carnival in the Woods. Step right up to the Carnival in the Woods.
Well, I see one that looks like it's going to be 3-card Monty.
Pad to choose a game.
These all look like they suck.
On the back arrow, choose a new...
Fuck this, I'm going to Bayou Romp. I'm going to which one of these?
It's time to play...
I think Hopscotch might well be, or Swamp Run. I think one of these might be almost Frogger-esque. That is the hope I am holding out for here.
I think you will find yourself disappointed.
Story of the night.
To play hopscotch. Hop on the next set of blue, yellow, or red pads to move forward.
This is that mini game from Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball.
That's right.
Oops, I got wet. Oops, I got...
You have to hit both at the same time? Or just triangle square?
Yes, both at the same time. Good call.
I mean, this is the one that I think makes the most use out of it being a dance pad game.
We say as we play it with a controller.
Yes. Although there was one that was called like One Frog Band or something like that. Maybe that one is.
Let's try again.
Uh.
That was fun. Let's play hopscotch again.
Considering that anytime you beat a game, it just
keeps
starts
going
over. Like, at what point does it decide the game is over? Now let's start again. Like, what is the end?
That timer, that flower timer in the top left, maybe, or maybe it's point based. Who knows? This game was a miss. I really thought this would be educational. I thought, Konami kids, I thought they would try to have some educational value to this, but clearly that was not the case. That'll do it for a game with a name too long, but Frogger's in there somewhere. And
Konami Kids Playground, Frogger, Hop, Skip, and Jumpin' Fun.
Thank you. That'll do it for the games tonight, but the time has come to decide best and worst of the night.
Good boy.
I really hated that Rayman game, can I just say, but I think there's one worse than it still.
Who? One worse than that. I'm actually gonna give worse to Rayman. That wastes so much time. Like, that number level was never going to end.
What's the best of that?
Best. That's tough. That's way tougher than worst for me. Best might be the DOS version of Mario is Missing. It was. I don't know. That was more of like a classic edutainment game to me, like the ones I would play when I was a kid. A lot of voice acting. Not too bullshit. Yeah, I think Mario's Missing, actually.
Why does my face keep lighting up? My microphone is picking up a lot of room noise right now.
Yeah, welcome to my world. I have to mute my microphone so much when we have our avatars up.
Okay, here we go. I moved my mic out of position. Best of the night for me. Wow, I hated them all tonight. It's truly wretched from top to bottom. But I guess I'll give it to the game I think kids would learn the most from. The one that I think is the most legitimately useful educational tool is probably Mario is Missing. They force you to reconcile with some history and cultural stuff, so that's kind of neat.
You say reconcile, as in Mario has to atone for.
They force you to learn, I should say.
Okay.
So, Slime Generator says it's kind of lacking in the Adobe department, though. That is true. You won't find it in Mario's Missing. Worst game of the night, as tempted as I am to give it to Rayman, it is Professor Pac-Man. That game is so fucking unpleasant. The fact that you have to pay per play is insidious. The fact that it's all matching puzzles where it's like this shitty pixel art, you cannot make the differences out between one picture and another. Yeah, I think that game is downright rotten.
Professor Pac-Man is like not educational. I'll say that, but there was an aspect to it that was somewhat exciting, at least, of this really hurried, like, oh god, which one is this? Like it, it had some degree of getting shit done and getting shit done fast. Rayman took its good, sweet time for you to do nothing. I'm not going to argue with you that your choice is wrong. I'm saying that it was between the two of those in my head, but I still got to say Rayman was worse.
No, that's fair. I appreciate your argument there, but you're wrong. No,
okay,
I don't need that.
You have 2 seconds to identify which of these three is the opposite of my argument.
B.
Out of time.
Fuck. Speaking of out of time, folks, that'll do it for our Mascot for Teacher theme night tonight. We thank you all for joining and learning with us. There's some air quotes in there. I couldn't tell you around what words, but yeah. Quite a night, quite an assortment of games, all rotten tonight. We don't often have all bad games all the way through. We were really having to stretch to pick like a decent game out of the lot. And that brings me to some sort of conclusion. I got to try to wrap this up in some sort of tidy bow. And that is to say that, edutainment as a genre is valid, right? I think there is something to be said for mixing education and entertainment, interactive entertainment even.
I know I played some fun ones as a kid myself.
Engaging kids on, their level, and, like, what's the thing, like, where you, like, you hide the medicine by, like, sandwiching it between different stuff with kids, you know what I'm talking about?
I think you do that with dogs. You put the pill in a little hot dog and you give it to a dog.
Well, same difference. Raising a kid, raising a dog. Same difference, basically. The point is that, you can hide edutainment, or you can hide education in your entertainment. Or,
You ever see that video of the lady giving a horse Benadryl by, like, stuffing a carrot with, like, 50 Benadryl?
No, I can't say I have.
Anyway, it's like with kids. Anyway, go on.
The point I'm trying to make here is that, there is legitimate ground to be explored in the edutainment space, but when it came to the major publishers and developers, the major rights holder for the major video game characters, and Popeye, I guess, when it came to this, like, wow, they just all dropped the fucking ball. They outsourced it to lowest bidders, and just, like, let them do what the fuck ever, is the impression I get, that these were all pretty fucking careless. I mean, the one that Nintendo actually made themselves, or the two they made themselves, the Popeye game and Donkey Kong Jr. game, they still weren't very good, but at least they were intentional. At least they leveraged mechanics from the original games and tried to find a way to, educate kids while at the same time, indulging in what were the original, like, reasons people came to those games, enjoyed those games in the first place. Everything else is so completely off model, off the gameplay, like, so far off. Even the Rayman game, because, I mean, you're not, like, doing, like, combat necessarily. You're not really doing much in that game except listening for numbers.
You are doing combat, but it's just, it's nothing.
So exceedingly basic. Mario's Time Machine almost got a little close. At least the NES version, and presumably the SNES version.
Also, to be clear, the SNES version and PC, I think there's PC versions of Mario Time Machine, way different than the NES version. NES version is its own thing for that game.
Copy that. Well, the point still stands that very careless handling of these major licenses, these major mascot characters, that does a disservice to the characters and also to the edutainment genre. As someone who gives a shit about these video games as a medium and wants to see them continue to thrive and to prosper and to be taken seriously, and for adults with children to not just write these video games off immediately, to understand that there are multitudes to this format, this medium, and for these games to be so bad, and to potentially, like, just bore kids, or, like, for parents to be able to look at this and be like, well, this sucks, they're not really learning anything from this. I was conned here, in the case of some of the other games, and some of the, like, later games, like the Frogger one, for example. I guess my conclusion is that, man, what a mess this whole subgenre was. And I don't know if it's for the better now. I don't know if it got better when they moved all this shit to mobile. I don't know if it's an improvement, necessarily, that all this shit is just completely unregulated now on the Play Store.
Cocoa Melon microtransactions now.
I feel like we missed it. I feel like we blew this one. I feel like the industry collectively blew this one, folks. And that's a sad realization to make. But we'll explore that further. We'll explore that sentiment further when we get back to egregious edutainment, where we cover some of the non-mascot ones, and I'll make sure to vet those, make sure they're all at least attempting to be educational next time around. But that will do it for tonight. If you like what you saw here, consider joining our Discord community, why don't you? Discord.gg/BGHOF. Join our community, become a connoisseur. Yeah. We're launching
a lot of key screenshots of classic Mario characters going on right now, and you're a winner.
It's very good. I have been noticing out the corner of my eye. I do want to say that soon, in the near future, we will be restarting, kicking back on the Bad Game Club, wherein we will have a monthly game that we encourage our community to play. Johnny will be leading the charge on bringing those to fruition, as well as more organized play dates, wherein we gather together to play games, to fill out multiplayer servers and whatnot.
Expect more info on that about next week.
Yes, so definitely join the server if you're looking just for some fun stuff to do, bad games adjacent related. And hey, if you really like what we do here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame, consider joining our Patreon, pledging on Patreon, that's the word for it, subscribing on Twitch, or becoming a member on YouTube, financially supporting the show in some sort of way. Any or all of the above will grant you access on that Discord server to our Patreon Saints channel, wherein you can vote in polls, make suggestions, help steer the direction of this here show. And we will be putting up a poll again soon as Afterfall Insanity wraps. We're gonna have another poll ready to go, I reckon, with any luck at all. If you can't financially support us, we completely understand. Consider sharing the videos with folk you know. If you go to our YouTube channel, you'll find a suggested viewing playlist. It's got 20 videos on that we've handpicked that we think make for good onboarding onto this show of ours that we encourage you to share with your friends and family and so forth. Or maybe you know someone who is a teacher, Professor Pac-Man in their own rights, who might get a kick out of this episode in particular. Who's to say? We leave it to your discretion.
Yelling at their students to say which dog is the same as the other dog within 5 seconds.
Come on, you idiots! Look at these dogs! How can this dog look the same as this? Oh, you fucking kids! You know, if you know a teacher who's like that, show them this episode. If that sounds like your teacher, friend, first of all, report them. Second of all, show them this episode. Maybe not in that order, who's to say? We just thank you for tuning in, folks. At the end of the day, we're just happy to show up for these things. And let's figure out about a raid. Let's see, who's playing something or other. Dan Reichert is playing Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure. Sold. That's good enough for me. Please send Dan our love. Let him know the Bad Game Hall of Fame sent you, etc. As we get that underway. One of these days we'll play Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure on the show, Charky. And what a day that'll be. We did already, but I kind of want to play that whole thing.
Okay.
I think I'm kind of thinking about giving it a thorough exploration. But all things in due time, as I say. I have been Taskmaster Cassidy.
And I've been AP Charky.
Very good. Goodbye, folks.
I turned down AP in high school because I was like, that's fucking work. I don't want to do this shit.
Oh, I just realized we didn't do the stream schedule for the next coming... Oh, well, shit. I gotta fly through
Hey, we're gonna stream in the future.
Tuesday,
Fight Night. Thursday, Afterfall Insanity finishing. Saturday, kart racing again.
Very good. And yeah, that covers those bases. We got that out at the last possible second. Bye!
Good night, everybody.